Welcome back, everybody, to the Songs Run Long campaign, where we're doing something different this time. We're entering into our unique Christmas of Chaos one-shot challenge. Team, you find yourselves here as you begin to go to sleep for the night. You get really tired, you yawn slightly, your eyelids begin to close, and as the world fades to black, it suddenly begins to fade into whiteness, and all around you can hear the whistling of wind, the raging of a blizzard all around you. You can feel yourself, Kyani, sort of grabbing at your arms for a moment as you trudge through the snow atop the mountains, but this is like home to you. This is just as frigid and horrible as all the places that you grew up, the place where you remember your family, where those friends that had abandoned you or otherwise, well, that other dark stuff had been left on into the past. But here, everything is white, it is bright, it is beautiful, and you can see this massive building, a cathedral raising up out of the top of the mountain peaks before you. You've been trudging towards this thing, away from a village down at its base, where villagers have assured you that during this year, the Yuletide annual season of gifting and giving, that people rarely make their way up atop the mountain, but those who do, those who can vanquish any foes and any danger that befalls them, always comes back, loaded with gifts, presents, all kinds of majestic, wonderful things to bestow upon their friends, their families, and the villages around them. You have decided to be one such adventurer, and you've climbed up to the perilous peak, at least in your dreams, or perhaps it is reality, you're not sure. But if it was a dream, then why would Gurak and Thako be adjacent to you? You look back behind them, realizing these people were never at my home. They weren't out into the frigid, frozen wastes. And Gurak, Thako, you look around yourselves in wonderment and awe in your sleep modes. Thako, we're just, you're in sleep. Team, when you arrive to this cathedral that so many others are afraid to even go near, what is it you would like to do?
Okay, I'm freaking out a little bit, you guys. A minute ago, I was playing a board game with a giant plant, and now, here I am, still deprived of a long rest.
This is great. I love this. This is nice, but I don't know why you guys are here. So it's a little weird, and I'm worried we're going to hear music, which I would not enjoy.
I don't think I'm going to enjoy this either. A minimum of 6 hours is required for appropriate rest for my species, so we're really going to be in trouble here if I don't get some sleep soon. Has anyone seen my sleepy time cap?
Don't worry, team. You will have all had a long rest.
I think the la-la-la's really got to me. I think I just broke, to be honest. And I don't know why you're here. Are you guys in my head?
Yes, always.
I really hope not.
I hope not too. It's cold. It's terribly cold. And I don't have a jacket.
It's really nice, right? It's nice temperature for once. The city is a little too warm.
I thought it was quite cozy.
Let's see if somebody's got some, food for you guys or something. I'm good being cold steel.
You mentioned that you're good being cold steel, and you trot your way through the snow. Everyone can hear the snow just sort of being displaced around it with a psh, psh, psh. And as you make your way up to the gates of the cathedral, you can see that there are many statues arrayed along the sides, like saints, the spirits of giving that watch over top of you. One of them to the leftmost of the door appears to be this large, jolly Nordic sort of a figure with a long beard, this huge overcoat, and it's got this huge sack of gifts spilling out. And to the right, you see an elf-like creature, this whip lashing out around them. They seem somewhat fanciful, and the carving seems quite new into the side of the building, as though it was very recently put here, whereas the rest of them have been here quite a lot longer. There's one gigantic stone door resting above or in front of you, underneath an alcove of stone, and the blizzard that rages on as it's beginning to intensify seems to let up slightly and collect some of the snow from underneath the stone overhang. But you also notice that there are two other doors to the left and to the right of the cathedral, made of wood. They seem to be less sturdy than the rest, and they seemingly go towards these large bell towers to the left and to the right, where the opening to the cathedral is at. Team, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
It just so happens that I remember this dream that I keep having pretty well. So, the first thing that I normally do in such a dream is I fly up and I inspect this elf with the whip. Seems like a mean fella.
Sure. You want to go over and do that? I'll go ahead and give me an investigation check as you float over top to the elven guy.
That's right. That's what I did. I investigated it.
Kyani and Gurak, what is it you'd like to do?
I'm gonna open the front doors.
Sure, you're gonna go right open to open the front doors. Gurak, what about you?
I'm going to follow Kiani's lead and open the doors with her.
Very well. What's the investigation check? Is that a 5? That what I saw there?
I believe I got rather bored with the statue at the time and then decided to invent some new dance moves as I floated there, contemplating
well.
the meaning of life.
You go over top to the statue, immediately recognizing that this creature inside of the place seems to be jolly, joyful. It seems as though their hands with the whip in them are outstretched as though gifting something to somebody else. You land atop those hands and begin immediately doing what I presume will eventually become to known as the robot in this world. And meanwhile, underneath you, while you're in the outstretched stone hands, you watch as Kyani and Gurak open up the large, massive doors. They scrape across the stone and the snow that's forming. There's an immediate burst of heat that pushes against you. As you can tell, the building is magically warmed, and it gives you quite a nice berth from the storm, unless you're Kyani, of course, who prefers to be in cold places, in which case, I'm sorry, you might not... you're back to the warmth of the city. It's like a sauna in there.
Maybe we stay outside. We could always just stay outside.
I mean, you could stay outside, but if I don't go inside, my shirt's in danger. My nipples just... I can't stay out here.
the nipples, you see, they'll shatter if I don't get to warm.
You wouldn't believe what I saw that do to a cow once. You better get inside.
I don't even want to know.
As you walk inside of the large building, you immediately see that to your left and there is a double set of staircases, one made of stone that descends further down into the earth. You can almost see a small little mist-like fog down there, as though the weather outside has somehow translated down into there. The clouds
That's rather frightful.
Summit over top of seem to be resting in the undercroft, but you also see a wooden staircase that goes further up, seemingly perhaps into a second story, or maybe even one of those bell towers. To your front, straight away, there is another massive door that likely leads into the grand archway chambers of the cathedral. Here, where you're at now, you're in sort of just a little... entrance hall, and to your right in the entrance hall you can see a little raven-like statue cuddled up, and it seems to have this purplish arcane light shimmering across it. The place smells faintly of like smoke from a censer, as though this place is holy and sterile. It's quiet.
I remembered that meat bags can sometimes be endangered when they leave doors open. And I reminded one of them to close the door.
Gurak's gonna close the door.
I like how we all knew who was gonna close the door. You turn around, grab both the handles, and it slams shut. And as it slams shut, you can hear just sort of a
I think they're locked.
So maybe not best idea to close doors.
I can't think of like a.
It's fine. We can bust out of here if we need to. Look, you got a big axe and several other axes on you.
That's true. If
No
ever I
door
need
stands
to-
a chance.
That's right.
I like that. You got faith in my big axe.
That's right.
I'm ready to get disproven of that soon. Well, I think I'm gonna go a little deeper into the cathedral and see what's going on.
Very well, sure. And where is deeper into the... that makes it very clear, thank you. What is
Totally
everybody...
not downstairs.
What is everybody else doing? Oh, you're all going together?
I put myself on Gurak's shoulder, thinking that it's probably best to have a seat for a little while.
Mhm.
Very well. You all go over towards the doorway, and as you place your hands on it, you push the gigantic cathedral doors open, or rather, you pull them. You pull the massive cathedral doors open, and you hear sort of a... the door almost sighs as it opens up. You can feel a gust of wind hitting you, and it becomes even hotter than the sauna in here. Well and truly baking in this room. You can see the great hall open up and expand so that there are pews to the left and to the right as far as the eye can see down both sides of the aisleway. Flames ignite in the archways across the hall. You can see that all throughout the walls there are these ever lit torches to the left and to the right. There are tables as well, 8 of them, 4 on either side, books arrayed on top of them, lettering that is scattered, a few drinks prepared and ready for anybody to enjoy a welcoming toast to the locale. All the way across the gigantic hall, you can see a woman dressed in this plain white, cream white gown, long sleeves that sort of fall down to the earth. She has this a shock of this reddish, yellowish hair. It is sort of held back as though with like one of those steel baskets atop it, and pointed into a conical Gothic sort of a look. And you can hear her humming. The humming of her voice, sort of like seems to be wafting throughout the halls. I need one of you, any of you, to roll 1d8 as you enter the hall.
I'll do it.
Something's up. She can't just be offering us cookies here. I'm very suspicious.
I'm starting to get flashbacks to the last mansion we were at like this.
Is that a 2?
Ooh.
Very well. There is a very, very powerful flash of yellow conjuration magic that slams out of one side of the cathedral near one of those where those tables are at. You can immediately smell the scent of lilacs and roses and lilies as this flowery scent fills the air and the yellowish conjuration magic flashes throughout the area. An angel alights out of the side of the cathedral from where the table is at. And so sorry. There's this big, massive statue at the center of the hall. Minor detail. She flies across the hall over towards the major statue and begins to flap these magnificent celestial white wings as she gazes upon the thing in wonder. You can see that she's holding one of those mugs that was offered, like for the toasts from the tables, and is sipping out of it daintily.
Gurak's gonna turn to Kyani. Oh, you're good, Rob. It's like really, really hot. But it's like really, really cold over there too. Like, you okay?
Kyani is actively putting her hair back to try and not so that she's so hot. And she's like, oh no, this is perfectly fine. Go into a warm place, get stuck in here. We're good. We could always just close doors and maybe run back around. This seems like a lot going on in here.
Deco, let's keep the door open. I don't want it to lock on us, please. I might
But we
sweat
could
a
just,
little bit.
go through the window. What if there's, a lich or something pursuing us. That happens often in these nightmares that I have.
Oh god, it's more true than I'd like to believe.
What are you talking about?
Oh, it was like another time. We were like a different party of three. Terrible mansion, spooky all about. Doors would make weird noises, and there was like this ugly lich chasing us. Nearly ended our lives.
Well, I'm
my
sure these
life.
folks are probably totally going to be okay with us just barging into their place and, perhaps like robbing them without even saying anything, right? I mean, that's what we're here to do.
Oh, should I call out?
Well, I looked to Kyani at the time, wondering what she
Oh,
thought.
what could go wrong? We have so many good times when we encounter people in random houses. At least there's no bodies laying on the ground this time.
Hey, it's true. Gurak gonna shout into the main hall. Hello, you have guests.
You shout that hello, you have guests. And when you do so, the angel fluttering through the air sort of does a pirouette spin, gracefully turning around to see where you are at. And as she looks over to where you're at, you can see her sort of going, oh, and she immediately begins to draw this huge flaming greatsword that ignites with radiant fire. She begins to streak across the sky as she tears down into you. And when you see this happening, you can hear sort of this squirting sort of a noise as red streaks across your screen, and as the blood begins to draw or rain down, it says the one word, survive.
Oh, fuck.
All right, team, everyone roll initiative.
Never trust anything that smells like flowers.
Never trust flowers, that's right.
You smell like flowers now, canonically.
Dingo, I don't know if I trust you.
I can't smell anything.
All right, let's see. We got a 19, we got a 15, we got a 4. Any changes to these that you'd like to announce?
Nope.
All right, then, Gurak, we begin with you. What do you want to do? The celestial angel streaks towards the sky, towards you with a flaming greatsword active, fire burning in her eyes as she sees you entering this cathedral.
It's at this point he'll leave Thaco behind, and he's gonna go into a rage, chasing down this angel to like stop the advance.
All right, you pop your rage, and I need you to pop a percentile.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Because you know what that means. It's time for some wild magic. And I need to pull up that chart. You may be wondering,
80.
DM, you've been doing this for so long now. Why don't you already have the chart up and active when the game begins? And I would say to you, silly player, I'm forgetful. What number was that?
80.
80. All right. 80. Oh boy. Okay. So Gurak, as you enter into your rage, you feel this burst of sudsy bubbles begin to escape from your ears like a train whistle. And as you can hear it, I need you to pick one person nearest you. Or sorry, not nearest, but one person within 30 feet of your location. You know that you are about to make this person squeaky clean.
I don't know. I don't think it poses any disadvantages. I'm almost thinking about doing it to Thaco.
You want to make Thaco squeaky clean?
Thaco, you want to be clean, boy?
I'm always clean. I prestidigitate hourly.
I'll make you really clean. Or actually, maybe I'll clean the angel, clean up its act. It's kind of... I'm not really liking it. I'm gonna clean the angel.
Very well, you shoot bars of soap and sudsy bubbles out from your hands, and as they ignite and impact against the angel's body, you watch as the circle pops up around her. She suddenly looks up around her with her hands. The great sword fleets back in her, is fleeting back into her arm, into her bloodstream. The fire dies out from her eyes as she descends down from the air. And congratulations, you have cleansed her of all debuffs, any diseases, any poisons, and the next time she would get any sort of a condition applied to her, she resists it. Similarly, she also exits combat and doesn't seem to want to kill you anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Take that, you dirty, dirty angel. Okay, this is the part where you guys leave in my dream.
The angel
Is this the one where you guys are gonna stay? Okay, I mean, it's gonna get real weird.
We gotta check the rest out. I haven't even gotten hurt yet. I'm cleaning things. Look, I cleaned the angel.
Oh, so he was in it until he got hurt. Yep. That Gurak was a strange one.
The angel looks down around her with strangeness as she says, I don't understand. I was just in Elysium, and here I am. Is this the mortal realm?
I don't know. I look back at like Kyani thinking, well, when Deko's had.
not really sure.
I think
We're all
when
having a
Deko's
shared dream sequence right now. Just go along with it. Everything's gonna be fine, but you should stick with us and help us out. Cause, I mean, you were attacking us initially until we cleaned you up with bars of cosmic soap. That's the way things work in dreams, so it's the only thing that makes sense.
Wait. I was attacking you?
Yep, but I cleaned up your act.
Oh. Wait. Does this mean this is my church? Is this a home? Is this a... Could this possibly be a pocket plane of Elysium? If that's the case, then I must provide for all of the dreamers out there in the known realms. Are you perhaps dreamers?
Doesn't look like it. I think we need to all kind of clean this place up. Something's very wrong here. So, here we all are. Armed and capable adventurers. Just get a look at that beefy orc over there. I turned to admire Gurak.
Gurak winks.
Lingering moment. I've seen other people touch him before, but at that point, I wondered what he felt like. And then I turned away.
Is this a persuasion? Are you attempting to persuade the angel to touch Gurak, or to believe him to be some angelic being or something? Or are you attempting to persuade her that this is in fact the fantasy Hasselhoff of the 2000s or of the 20th century?
I am, because things could get real freaky up in here if I did that, and I mean, that seems to be the kind of dream I'm having right now, so...
Alright, you go right ahead, you give me a persuasion check.
My pecs are tingling. They know they're about to be touched. This is worse than being in the cold.
The angel gives you a second look, Thako, as she looks over to Gurak, and then back to you, back to Gurak. Her eyebrow raises for a moment. She puts a hand onto her chin. She looks back to you and goes, "No, I don't think that's the case. I think."
Wow, my feelings are hurt.
I don't think that's what's going on here. I think this place around us, this is meant to be part of Elysium. A little piece of the heavens brought down to the mortal realm to guide you in the proper ways, in dreaming for your futures, the things that you want to obtain, to uphold, to chase, to value, and to allow you a reprieve from this dreaded, horrible world. She bats it away with her hand as though she could just change all of reality in just a simple few words and a wave of her hand. It changes nothing for you, of course. You're still here, you're still in this cathedral, and you're still very much confused about what's going on here. And why is there a gigantic, massive stone statue at the center of the cathedral? None of this makes sense at all.
So do you have like snacks here or?
Yeah, we're really famished. Super hungry.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
gotta feed
about-
the meat bags every now and then.
I don't think they go eat, but like if you have oil for him or something, and if you got some foods, we'd be so happy.
Oh, the angelic immortals, they have granted you an entire world to play around in, to become whatever it is you might. Is that not gift enough? You want
Certain things
more?
to include snacks?
This-
Maybe like, some carrots or something.
Carrots. Ah, I have just the thing. Wait one moment. I'll have one final gift for you. And then perhaps it is that you could give back to me that which I desire. And we could give to each other on this lovely day. She turns back around to go towards the table, and you can feel a gust of wind, Thaco, brush across your metallic carapace as she goes, or the massive wings push gusts it down onto. She goes over to the table.
Gurak's
Hey, I
gonna-
remember seeing a lady at the end of this hall a moment ago, and now there's a big statue here. That's fishy, right?
Also,
You
the
can
lack
still
of
hear
food.
the lady humming. She is still at the end of the hall. But yes, there is a gigantic statue at the middle of the hall, too. There's this thing with Tailspire where sometimes you, transition from one board to the next, and then some of the minis just, go blank, or they
The
go
statue
invisible.
was there the whole time.
It was there the whole time.
I just
It's just the
didn't see it in my
Tailspire.
imagination of my dream. I am limited in my form as an automaton in that way.
Gurak's gonna kind of lean into Kyani and they go, do you think this place is like a huge metaphor for giving and taking? Like taking's really bad, but if you give, it's like a different story. Like I gave her a bubble bath and now she's happy.
It makes sense to me. I mean, yes.
Well, usually in my dream, that's the time that you guys all start smooching, but I guess we got better things to do this time around. So,
What are you dreaming of, Deco?
Please don't dream of me no more.
You begin to continue making your way down further into the big, massive cathedral. As you can hear the blizzard raging on overhead, the angel turns back around and holds in her hands a cup to drink from and a book that she's taken from her table. And she offers the drink to you, Kyani, and says, "This is a wonderful, spiced ale that comes from the very heavens itself. It is spiced with happiness, charm, and good desires. Please, drink deep and know your own salvation."
Is this gonna be like some kind of contract that's going to make it difficult for me to do things later on? Because you mystical beings have a thing of not telling people when they're signing up for something, and then we end up accidentally signing up for something that we maybe don't want to sign up for.
That is a wonderful question to ask. It will definitely not bring you any unintended side effects. However, my intention is for you to be in pure bliss and harmony, to not know all of the pains and the suffering that comes with a mortal life. I want you to know the peace and serenity that comes with the immortal realm of the heavens. And I think that you'll appreciate the lack of pain and suffering in your life. That you'll be really happy to move on from this existence. So please, drink deep.
Because
Hey,
again,
Kyani.
this is very weird. I was once, indoctrinated before into something, and it did not go well. It ended up very badly for me, and it's kind of sounding very feel alert. This is making me a little concerned.
Tell him.
Yes, of
That's
course.
right.
You would be concerned, for you are mortal, and your life it is. Oh, well, nothing really, nothing yet. That's the whole point of mortality. You can do anything, be anything. Your entire life is meaningless until you've made your decisions to choose where you want to spend the rest of existence. But that's why, really, you should move on from that now and come back with me to the heavens, up above, where you'll never know any pain or suffering, only joy and bliss, and all the
Gurak.
lovely things that you want to achieve. What do you want in this mortal life? Do you want to be with family? Do you want to know security such that you always have food and comfort? Do you want to spend all of your days dreaming away about all winning competitions? Maybe you love sports and athletic games and you want to be the best at those things. I can give that to you. Or maybe
Listen,
you
lady,
prefer to enjoy a
we don't
good
have no
book.
time for your sass, okay? We were trying to move on previously. We don't want to drink none of your juice, alright? Get out of here.
Gurak's gonna leave, and Kyani, I don't trust her drinks.
Johnny's going to go to hand it back, and she's going to say, the issue is simply that I gave up happiness a long time ago.
Her eyes get really wide as you can see the golden light shine out across the room. She raises a hand and you can see that snow white glistening, almost like vampires from Twilight. There's a little bit of a sparkle in there. She seems to like raise a hand. You gave up happiness? How could you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you?
Why would you try to deprive somebody of their joy?
I'm not depriving
She deserves
her of
redemption,
joy.
just like everyone else. And you're sitting here trying to pull her away to the heavens. She's got a job to do. You think she should walk into the afterlife with tasks unfinished?
What mortal tasks could possibly compare to a lifetimes of joys without any suffering? Certainly, you don't want to suffer. You don't want her to suffer. I don't want her to suffer, just as I don't want you to suffer, my child.
Well, I've done my research, and I think it all has something to do with, like, an underground fungal tea club? Yeah, that's what it seems to be about. But I don't really know. Anyway.
As you begin to walk away and you tell her about the Underground Fungal Tea Club, which she is very confused about, I want you to roll me another 1d8, my friend.
I'll let Thaco do it.
I felt like the fates were deciding something for me cosmically, without my knowledge.
Thaco, as you roll the 4, the big statue at the center of the hall pops up out of the ground and cracks and breaks. The fists arise out as it says, "I will destroy everything!" It makes this huge slamming gagoosh, gagoosh. The ground and all the benches in front of it crack, break, and shatter up into the air. Roll initiative again.
I can't clean that!
It's okay, guys. This guy's having a dream, too. We just gotta break shit with it. Let's do this!
All right, we've got Gurak, who is before the Stone Soul. Thaco, which is before Gurak. The Stone Soul is after the Celestial Guardian, the Angel. Kyani is in front of... Oh, Kyani and Thaco! Yeah. You get to choose who goes first out of the two of you. You can sell it by the dexterity, you can roll again if you want, or you can just gentleman's some way.
I knew my friend was quicker than me, so, of course, this time she had the jump.
All right. Kyani, we begin with you. Now, Gurak, please understand that you are still raging unless you wished to have ended the rage. It is not.
No.
Yes, you can still be in rage.
I'll still be enraged because I only have so many.
You only, yeah, that's right.
Let's shoot an arrow
Alright,
at this.
Kyani, first move is up to you. As you watch the second yellow light of conjuration magic flash out from the table adjacent to the big gigantic stone soul, and it cracks and breaks to life, smashing everything. What do you want to do?
I know this is shocking. I'm gonna hit it.
What?
I know.
Who
What are you
would have
gonna hit
seen
it
this
with?
coming?
I'm gonna pull out my bow and try and hit it with that.
All right, very, very well. You pull out the bow, you bring to, or knock your arrow, you fire. Go ahead and make the attack roll.
No. An 11.
An 11 does not quite breach the armor class of the massive stone soul. The arrow hits narrowly, missing one of the cracks in its armor, and it is still good. It is still up and alive. What else would you like to do?
Okay, then
You want to fire again?
I only get one attack.
Oh, you get 2 attacks. Oh my God, that's right, because you're switching. You have the yeah.
Multi.
Yeah.
But you know what I
multi-class.
can do? You know what I can do? Go over here and hide.
No way.
Very well. Go ahead and give me a stealth check as you hide. You take the hide action with your cunning action. 21.
21.
That's nice. That's very solid. Kyani, anything else you'd like to do?
Before she hides, she's gonna be like, "You got it," and then run.
Great. Thaco, we go to you. What do you want to do, mate?
Well, I remembered in this dream that I had, for most of it, I was actually a giant ape. But I looked a lot like a Sasquatch. Don't question it. It's a dream, okay? It's just a dream I had. But I polymorphed into one,
Very
using
well.
one of the new spells that I had. I was huge.
Very well. You do so. You cast polymorph on self as you become this massive orangutan, beating your chest. What? Or maybe you're a robot orangutan. So this,
I was
the
a
metal sort of
Sasquatch.
pops out, and underneath this big orange fuzzball grows into the ape that you are. What would you like to do, giant ape?
Fine. I was an adorable other type of monkey instead. But either way, I started wrecking shit too. Because that seemed to be what the golem was all about. So I just wanted to show it that we were friends. So I picked up a few of the pews and started throwing them at the walls and ceiling.
So you want to throw the pews at the walls and ceiling specifically, huh?
Yeah. Because if you have a giant statue that wants to destroy everything, maybe if you want to be friends with it, you should destroy everything too.
Are you attempting to make friends? Do you want to make a performance check to attempt to show it that you are just as destructive as it is?
Yeah, I'm a giant monkey. I want to see if it can ultimately let me climb on it to perform more destructive acts.
Go ahead and
Seems
give
to
me a
be a
performance
really,
check.
really efficient way to do things.
Oh my God, this cathedral's going to hell so
Oh
fast.
my. This is going to hell real fast. You slam the things out into the side of the walls, so they smash into the cathedral area. You climb on top of the stone soul. It looks over to you, sort of this opening of its hood, and you can see these slight little shining sparkles where its eyes should be. And you recognize immediately that this is an elemental creature from the realm primordial. And it sees what you're doing, your destruction of this non-elemental material, or this elemental material that's been built into this cathedral instead of its raw living form like it would be, and it sees this as good and valuable. It nods its head to you. Yes, join me. Revert this material back to its origin point.
I give it a sparkly fist bump.
You do so, and
Oh
with
my
a sparkle, you and the stone soul become friends. Well done. Is
can't
that all
believe
you'd
this.
like to do for your turn?
Sure, that'll end my turn.
Gurak, Vakgar, we go to you. As you begin your turn, the angel whispers to you and says, "This is not good. This is not good at all. That thing,
No.
it will try to destroy all of the structures we've built. We must not allow it to exist on the mortal realm. We must not allow it to revert everything we know and care about back to the savagery of what came before.
Oh,
Will you
dang.
help me defeat it?"
Of course I'll help you defeat it.
Yes.
Why not? I'll let you make the first hit, and I'll come in from the side with a sneak attack.
Is that what you'd like to do? Would you like to prepare your action to attack only after the Celestial engages?
Yep, because I don't want his attention on me.
Very well. Then I will see that in order, and we go to the celestial angel. She indeed will go fly over towards the big massive creature. That flaming greatsword burns out of her hands with radiant light, and she uppercuts, striking into the back of it once, then cleaves a second time. He watches the fire arcing through the stone, begins burning through it, popping and exploding. Gurak, that's your cue. You run over to the other side, and you begin to slam your axe into the side. Roll attack. Thaco, you can feel the beast shaking and rumbling the stone as the great axe does indeed hit. Congratulations. Roll damage.
I looked down at my friends, and then I remembered. This must be one of those dreams where I have to destroy everything.
What does it mean?
I hit with a 16. Point of damage.
Very well. You do 16 points of damage as you smash the great axe into the side of the beast, cleaving into it. The stone soul immediately raises its massive fist. It turns around and immediately looks to both you and the angel, and in a wide arc, it slams its hands once, then twice, hitting everything in a 10-foot radius in front of it. Almost like a spell has been cast and activated. Everybody in front of its fists, or in front of its face, like in the forward direction, immediately takes 16 bludgeoning damage twice. And as you take that damage, slam, you can feel this energy crackling through your body, and your hit point maximum is reduced by the same amount.
I get hit too?
Nope, Kyani, you are more than 10 feet away, and so you do not take any damage. You are safe and sound. And guess what? We come right back to you. Your move inside of the cathedral. The big, gigantic stone soul is pounding your friends into mincemeat.
Am I being injured from this? I'm riding on its shoulders, right?
Nope.
It's my buddy.
You're great. You're great.
Okay.
Listen, you and this stone soul are best friends, all right? He's not gonna hurt you. You get it. All these other creatures who build cathedrals and houses, and they take the precious stone of primordial, all of the wonderful woods and forests that exist on its back, and they just misshape it into this strange pointed Gothic ball or pointed peaks. These intricate straight lines, unnatural to the way that the world is supposed to be. No, they don't get it, but you understand. You understand how existence is supposed to be ordered into chaos, a mild, soupy mess of rock and fire and water and air. And so it does not want to harm you.
We don't want your primal punch.
I did not understand that at all.
No.
We don't want your primal punch, I said, as a giant ape.
Nice. Kyani, what do you got? What do you got?
Wally peeks over that Gurak is fighting with the angel, and Fako apparently has some kind of bond with the stone statue. And it's like kind of trying to pick who's maybe gonna win it out.
Yeah.
Sidesteps and goes to see if there's anything interesting over here on this table.
All right, you don't want to join the slugfest. Fair enough. You go over to that table where the celestial angel had been, and you can see that she took the book that she tried to hand you and the tea, and she put them back down onto the table before pulling out that flaming greatsword. And so both of them are right there in front of you. You want to peruse? You want to just investigate further? Do you want to do it? You can do an Arcana check, investigation check, anything like that.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for as you're doing this check?
I'm only focusing on the book and seeing if there's anything about what this thing she was trying to give us is, or if there's anything about this place specific.
Sure. When you look at the book, you can see that it's opened up or about like a third of the way through, and it has written on top of it declaring that in the earliest days of existence, the 8 infinities gathered together to create a new mortal realm, a realm that would come to be known as Sidril, a place where anything was possible, where the set down in law focus of what somebody was, what they would become, what they ultimately would be, how they would spend their immortal lives was not thrust upon them yet, where they could become anything. And this chaos, this soupy madness, where all the 8 infinities come together like the trunk of some massive tree, would be a place where none of the infinities were meant to be. But alas, Elysium, the creatures of the heavens above, knew that the other realms would never treat the mortal realm, this place of infinite chaos, of infinite possibilities, as a place that they would not meddle. And so the heavens of Elysium knew that in order to grant this place the proper joy and all the things that their souls would desire to influence the mortal creatures towards a proper and better path, that they would need to create sheltered zones of existence, and that the angels would provide a way for the mortal beings to ascend into the dreamlike state that they would always wish to be, that they could all rise to become one with Elysium. You realize that the book mentions that the creatures of Elysium don't truly see an option between choosing the heavens above and the rest of the 8 infinities, for their infinity is the only one that grants you an eternal paradise of your own mind and make. And so with that in mind, the angels believe that any creature lost outside of Elysium into the other 7 infinities, is truly well and lost forever, and must be banished from this world post haste. You recognize from reading this book and getting a good enough Arcana check that the angels here are trying to send all mortal creatures to their early demise, such that they can escape this world of suffering, and that they can purge the mortal realm of all other of the 8 infinities, believing that they, and only they, know, in fact, what is best for you. That they are the eternal politicians of the multiverse, and that they have been elected to this divine task. You also know that should you convince them that this place is bringing suffering unto themselves, you might be able to convince them to hightail it off of the mortal plane and get the hell back onto where that it is that they belong. Anything else you want to do with all that knowledge on your turn?
If I can, I'm gonna empty out my water skin and pour the liquids from the chalice inside of it.
Wow, that's gonna bite your DM in the ass in a few sessions. Sure, very well. You pour the tea down into the water skin as you dump it out. Everyone can hear the water trickling down into the ground, and your DM contemplates their life choices. What else would you like to do?
And then I think I'm a bonus action, just kind of hide back behind this door.
Okay, all right. Thaco, we go to you, big monkey boy. What do you got?
They want you to follow. Must destroy.
You
I
get
remember
hyped, you
grabbing-
get amped, you go to destroy. What are you gonna do?
I remember grabbing bits and pieces of the temple as it fell around us and throwing them at the angel that was attacking us in hopes that my decisive action would persuade my friend to fight alongside me instead of against me.
Okay, big monkey boy, as you're doing this in the dreamlike state, do you want to rip the closest thing of the cathedral that's here happens to be one of the support pillars holding up the roof. Now I know you're using the bold throw boulder ability that the giant ape has. My question is, would you like to target that support beam, pull that out, and chuck it down?
The minerals must be reclaimed. I was a giant careless monkey in this dream. I had no concern. I reached
love
up
this.
and pulled at the support column.
I award you +1 inspiration as you rip out the support beam, and you can feel the roof shaking, dust spilling down from above. A crack breaks through the stone and the tile, and you can see the blizzard of the snow rush down into the cathedral. But while you take that support pillar, you toss it down onto the angel. Go ahead and roll damage.
I get 2
Slam it
attacks
onto her head.
in my dream that I had. Not good. They were not great, but, you know, I was also pretty strong as a monkey, so maybe I hit.
You are indeed very strong as the monkey, and with an 18 to breach, you do in fact damage this angel when you chuck the thing. Do you want to take the straight damage? Or you want to roll for it? I'll send
I would
you
like to roll for it.
Do you want me to send you the sheet for the giant ape?
76 plus 6 bludgeoning damage and the
Okay.
statistical underlay of my dream.
That's correct. That is absolutely
For-
what
For
the
each
throw
of the
rock
attacks.
does. Oh, there you go. You beat the average by 3. Unfortunately, you only get 1 rock attack. If you see them on the stat sheet for the giant ape, it says it makes 2 fist attacks, or you can, as an action, toss a rock. But it doesn't mean 2 rock attacks. So you only get the 1. But that's
Sometimes
okay.
I get really excited in my dreams, so I throw 2 rocks in my imagination, but
You're-
in the reality of my dreams, I only actually throw 1 rock.
Very
And that's
well.
okay.
The rock, as it slams that into the angel's head, does indeed do 33 bludgeoning damage, and you can hear her going ah as the rock slams down, crushing her massive, beautiful wings and throwing her onto the earth. Thank you. Anything else you want to do as you bury her beneath a mountain of rubble?
We got a code violet, Gurak. Let's wreck shit.
I should have known. Oh, I should have known.
Gurak, we go to you. What are you gonna
Pick
do?
up a-
Big Monkey Man has chosen a side. Actually, and I also need you to roll me 1d8.
Oh,
You
no.
can see that the angel is clearly bloodied by this point. Divine yellowish light shining out of cracks in her skin.
2.
A 2. Wonderful. Excellent. Backup appears. The yellowish light flashes once again, a 3rd time. And as it does so, a 2nd angel flies out of the table in front of you, Kyani. And you can hear a trumpeting sort of.
Oh no.
This one, however, is not friendly. Neither is the one that is now smashed. It is angry. It's an angry elf.
Gurak's gonna like free action, look to the statue. I'm sorry, statue. It was code purple. And he's gonna pick up a bench and throw it at the injured angel.
All right, you pick up a bench, you chuck it at
Yeah.
her. You can go ahead and give me an improvised weapon attack with your natural strength.
It's the first time I do this in a long time. I'm trying to figure out what do I roll.
It is a natural. Whenever you're using your an improvised weapon, you do use your strength score when you make the attack. So whatever your strength modifier is, unless you're proficient with improvised weapons, which I don't believe you are. And then afterwards, when you roll that attack roll, if you do damage, you do what makes sense. And I think what's sensible for this object, a big bench, would be a 1d10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 22 to hit.
A 22 breaches the armor class of the angel. You smash her in the head with this bench. Don't forget you are raging.
That's right. So 3 plus 3, 6, 8 points of damage.
Wait, what's your strength?
It's 3.
Well,
3
I'm sorry,
plus
what's
3.
your rage?
Plus 2.
So 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8.
Yeah.
Is that what you said earlier? Did I miss?
That is
Damn it.
what I said. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyway, all right, whatever. You smash her as the bench goes flying across the area to hit her in the head. It slams into her face, and she immediately wipes off the celestial golden blood, throws it onto the ground. These fiery eyes look over at you as she points the greatsword and says, "Traitor!"
No. It's code purple. With the axe. And I'm gonna move way behind the statue.
You've got a
Way
second
behind.
attack. Do you want to throw another bench at her?
Why not? Of course.
By all means, you chuck a bench as you go behind her.
I'll
Roll
go to the
again,
next
improvised
bench.
weapon attack.
Ah! Whip that across the room. With a 15 to hit.
A 15 unfortunately does not breach.
No.
This time, she awaits the throwing and she slices it in half with a flaming greatsword. It burns beside her, and she's ready to splice open your head for betraying her.
No chance. I go behind the statue and I tap it. You're in next, big boy. And my turn.
We go to the celestial angels who despise traitors more than everything. She is going to fly all the way around the golem to go to where you are at. And she is going to say, "You don't deserve peace and serenity. You betrayed me and everything that I had offered. Die, mortal." And she's going to try and slice into you with the greatsword.
Come on, bring it on. You think you can hurt me?
She does. She has a 15 to strike with her first attack.
She hits me.
She does 11 slashing and 16 fire as the greatsword burns into your body. And then afterwards, she summons a crescendo of fire from the heavens above and slams it down through the cathedral ceilings. Anybody that is an enemy of her that is within 50 feet, I need you to make me a strength saving throw as the columns of radiant flame attempt to push you down into the earth like the dogs you are for resisting her.
15.
I actually need to see if this succeeds or not.
Oh my god.
Congratulations with the 15. You do not. Oh, wait a minute. Did I read that correctly?
Please.
Yes, you do. You do. Congratulations. You succeed on the saving throw,
Almost
and
gave
you
me
do
false
not
hope.
take any damage as you resist the radiant fire.
What's the saving throw again?
You are not within sight, so she does not bring it down upon you. No worries there. You're good. You're good. However, we do need our great ape, Thako. I do need you to make this check.
I had the strength of a giant ape whenever I had to take this chance in life, but did it help me? Or did I take the damage?
These are the questions that are asked, and so with your 7, you get a 7 plus a 6, puts you at 13, which is unfortunately not quite enough. So as the radiant fire descends from the heavens, it deals a whopping 19 radiant damage to the ape, and it thrusts you all the way down to the earth below. And as it throws you down beneath the stone soul, you fall a good 30 feet from the top, giving you an extra 3d6 bludgeoning damage. And so you take 19 radiant as well as 10 bludgeoning.
DM, can you keep track of my HP as a giant ape?
Yes, sir, I absolutely will keep track of that for you.
I look up to the stone soul and say, "Don't let this bitch disassemble me and my friends. Let's wreck everything together."
Yeah! You roar this up out towards the giant stone soul. However, we first go to the other angel. The other angelic creature looks to you, Kyani, with fire burning in its eyes, and it takes the great sword that extends out from its palm, and it gracefully tries to slash through your body. First attack roll is a 20.
Is it natural or is it
Non-natural. It is an unnatural 20.
Okay, that hits. Just need to know.
Congratulations, you took 11 slashing damage and 16 radiant as the blade strikes through your body, and then she too calls upon the radiant fire from the heavens and slams it down to the surface. I need a strength saving throw from you and anyone within 50 feet that she can see, which is going to be the stone soul and Thaco, because the other two are hiding behind the stone soul and Thaco.
I'm so happy for that right now.
Kyani, congratulations! You resist the fire from the heavens above, and you take no damage. Oh no.
Oh no!
So there you go. How's it going over there?
I knew about the consequences of my own mistakes and my dreams at times. Sometimes, no matter how fast you try to run, you just run in place. And no matter how many giant rocks you throw at the evil angels, they just keep washing you over with some kind of really obnoxious sort of holy light situation. And it's generally bad for everybody.
That's
But
right.
At times like this, you need to take on responsibilities for yourself.
You and the Stone Soul together immediately erupt as you take 19 radiant damage, but this time the radiance seems to push you prone to the ground, stunning you in place. You'll be able to make actions from where you are, but you will not be able to move beyond this location for the next turn. We go to the Stone Soul, who is going to turn around to where Gurak and the celestial angel is at, and it immediately takes its big fist and once again goes "Rah!" and slams them into the ground. Both of you take another 32 bludgeoning damage as it slams its fist twice into the ground, and your hit point maximum is reduced by this number. The good news is it destroys the angelic figure there. As it is slapped from this existence, its body disintegrates into heavenly radiance, and she dies. All right, Kyani, we go to you again. What do you want to do? Your move.
Yeah.
We all had a moment of silence for the fallen angel.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and
Angel's
strike
right in front of you.
this angel that's right in front of me with my sword, and this is going to be a disarming attack.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
So I need
Make an attack roll.
Yeah. There's a 20 hit.
breaches. Roll damage. Very well. The as you slam your weapon into her arm and attempt to dislodge the weapon from her grasp, she rolls a 6 on her saving throw, and the fiery greatsword clatters to the ground beneath. She looks up at you with scathing red hatred coming forth from her eyes, and sort of like burns you with his malice, right, or hatred. You also get to roll the additional superiority die when you make the attack, so you can add that damage.
Yes. Let me add that.
Of course, but of course.
An extra 3.
Very well. 11. Slash it. What else would you like to do, Kyani?
Is it an object interaction to pick up her sword?
It is indeed an object interaction to pick up her sword.
I'm going to pick it up and then bonus action disengage.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
It's
What
Yamper.
roguish things for you to do?
Yamper off.
And where would you like to go? When you pick up her sword and you rush over towards where your allies are at, you can feel this power pumping through the thing, almost like a heartbeat. And you can feel the flames as it seems to exist and have the sentience of its own accord, seems to beat faster in your hands, urging you on to deliver the hatred and flame that this angel has for all the suffering in the mortal realm. You just go into there. Anything else you'd like to do? I'm sure that's everything.
Yeah, that's it. I end my turn. Happy that I was able to do that.
All right, Thaco, we go to you. What a turn that was, Kyani. Who knew that you would steal the sword from the angel? Well done. Thaco, you cannot move, but you can do any of the actions you ordinarily have from your position on the ground. What would you like to do?
I remember looking over to my friend, just tactfully backing away. We won't say retreating, because Kyani is very brave, and she's not normally prone to such things. That would be silly. And
I'll give you a shovel if you want. You can dig harder. You can dig faster.
I also...
What were you going to do? Sorry.
I decided that I would drop my form as a massive creature.
Oh, yeah?
No, I didn't decide that at all. That wasn't actually what I did in this dream. Instead, I looked around for some sort of debris to throw.
You
at the angel.
absolutely have one of the tables adjacent and the benches that you had chucked earlier and destroyed. They're right there.
I threw a full-on table at this lady who offered us punch earlier. That's the way things go in dreams.
Very well. You chucked that table.
That was a D12.
That was a D12. Congratulations, that attack easily lands, and as the table flies through the air, the angel's turning around to see Kyani and goes, ah! As the table smashes into her face, and she slams into the ground, this yellowish conjuration magic crackles, and a fireball explosion ignites onto her position, and you can feel a horrid mix of energies. This negative pressure fills the room, and you can almost hear like it sort of igniting around everyone. You're not sure what that energy field is going off, but it's certainly not good. You do 27 damage with the bludgeoning, and then from the explosion, you deal a further 31 fire damage to the angel.
There were a lot of explosions in my dreams that happened for no reason, other than the fact that I was dreaming. And you just gotta go along with it.
What else would you like to do? As you do that, actually, hold on, she might be dead. Nope, she's good. She's good. She's alive. She's very bloodied, but she's still alive. What else do you want to do, Thaco?
Well, since I
can't.
couldn't move, I looked up to my stone friend and then looked further into the temple towards the south. Said,
Go ahead, sorry.
we need to focus on whoever's deeper inside of this temple. Let's not worry about the small ones. Let's take on the big fish. That's who built it all.
Very well. Gurak, we go to you next. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna follow Thaco and be like, yeah, destroy it all. Get head honcho. Not me, I'm not the head honcho. That's the head honcho. Go get her. And he's gonna move out of his way back and around over here.
Mm-hmm.
Stay completely out of his way, and I'm just gonna hold the action like, go get her. And I'm gonna use an action, a dodge action, in case he's not convinced and attacks me, just in case.
Very well. We go to the celestial angel next. And while we go to her, actually, can you roll me a 1d8?
Okay. 1d8, let's go. 5.
All right. Very well. As you say, like, let's go, get the man, yeah! You see another yellowish conjuration, a flashing of energy into the cathedral. The smell of the flowers returns to your nostrils. And then, before you, at the end of the hall, 3 mechanical creatures, these clockwork mechanical creatures walking out of where the table is at. They immediately turn over into where the cathedral is at, and they yell out, "Halt! The mortal realm is no place for immortals. As such has been decreed. You will leave immediately, or we will forcefully eject you." And they roll initiative to fight the Stone Soul.
Destruction!
Yes.
Chaos!
Yes.
The enforcers will actually go before Kyani and Thaco. They rolled so high. But anyway, the celestial angel, from where she's at, she's just gonna roll, like, sort of, she's gonna push the table on top of her body outwards and away. But when she does so, another explosion ignites, and everyone around this area, as she throws the table, over to where you are at, Kyani. The explosion damages you and the angel together. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or you take 30 fire. No big deal.
So 19. I hope that's
Congratulations!
enough.
You take half damage, only 15 fire. However, the angel is dead as she tries to push the thing off of her. She cannot survive the blast, and she falls to her own hubris. We then go to the Stone Soul, and the Stone Soul inside of the battle is going to... Oh, I just removed the wrong person. Who did I just remove? I removed the Enforcer. Put that back. The Stone Soul is going to rush forth to where the mechanical creatures are at. It raises its big mighty fists and slams into their bodies, machine parts going everywhere. The machines then take their axes and cleave them into the base of the stone, breaking as many pieces off from the Stone Soul as they can. Kyani, we go to you. So far, this is going pretty good for you guys. Thaco, you are also no longer immobilized.
Hooray. I thought. No longer feeling immobilized.
I'm gonna walk over to where Gurak is and then just be like, so maybe wait, see what happens. I got a cool sword, by the way, and magic juice.
Gurak is like totally like. Let's see
Yeah.
what this goes. It's gonna be beautiful.
You can
Now I
see-
really wish I did have snacks.
You can see that the golem appears bloodied. It doesn't look like it's gonna last forever.
Oh no. Why did I hit it? Why?
Why? And then let me see.
I
I'm
guess
gonna start
Oh, sorry.
heading
That's not
towards
even
this
my
way,
turn.
towards this table.
You're gonna go over to that table? Anything you'd like to do?
Look around.
Do you want to do the similar Arcana check as before?
Yeah.
By
See
all
if there's any
means,
more
go
cool
for it.
stuff I can steal, you know?
Yeah,
Someone's got to collect all the loot.
of course. Oh, it's
Hell
My
yeah.
natural 20.
Looking at this
Oh!
book before you and combing through the thing, you realize that what's adjacent to the book is just a very nice sassafras tea. Looks as though it's been, yeah, that's right. It'd be nice and refreshing for you to drink. Looks as though someone left like a pretty nice, welcoming drink for you. The book describes the ancient plane of primordial, this elemental place where the building blocks of the universe were first conceived of. But the building blocks of the universe are sentient, unlike other places. And so the very rock, the air, the very sun that you see in the sky each and every day is that of the light of Ecule, this massive, stable sun that gives light everlasting to everybody else. And the realm of primordial gives to others without any thought of receiving anything backwards. But in the fashioning of the mortal realm, it did not realize that it had given too much, that too much was taken and stripped from it. And now, the very elemental beings that were once living free and full lives into the soupy realm of their basic matter have lost their sentience, have had the very life stripped from them until they have become nothingness. And the elemental plane of primordial blames, of course, all of this strange development from the new world on this such stuff. It harkens back to an age where object and creature existed in harmony together instead of running over and destroying and unmaking the sentience that came before it. It looks back to those days wishing only that it could be again, but that it knows deep in its heart and soul that this can never be, nevermore, nevermore. You realize that the depth of pain that exists within these elemental creatures is perhaps unknowable. And maybe they're even just some alien, unthinking thing. Maybe the sentience is all a lie. Whatever the case may be, it seems as though these are fairly uncontrollable beings. It's best to stay away from them.
Does the tea seem magical?
It does not.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Very well.
Put that in your water skin too.
No, just mix it all up. And then I'll end my turn. Getting all the lore.
All right, Thaco, we go to you. You can move once again. What do you want to do?
I looked to see what was going on, to see my allies attacking my new ally. This was highly unusual, so I figured it was time to settle things amicably. I transformed back into my old self, hopped off the bench, danced over to my new friend, leaning on him, casting a strong cure wound spell his way.
Oh, that is a strong cure wounds. As the evocative light floods from your hand into the stone, you watch as the cracks refill itself, the dust forges into stone, and he looks much better than he was before. It looks like he
Then I called out
take some more
to
hits.
the enforcers from Hyrus and said, "Halt! this creature means no harm. He's trying to restore balance to this place. As your king, I command you. We need to deal with the true proprietor of evils here.
You call out to the beings of Hyros. You may do a persuasion check if you'd like.
I am going to also say, spirits guide me in my task, and cast guidance on myself.
Very well. By all means, go ahead and make the persuasion check. With guidance, the guiding words. Interesting that your guys is it's really interesting to me that your team's, like, the way you're going through this is to do as much guile and diplomacy as you possibly can.
I'm also using up 2 of my additional die from being a let's see, what is it? It's something on my celestial character sheet. Being built for success.
That's right. By all means.
That's
it. So 24, is that what I'm seeing?
Yes.
With a 24, the beings from Hyros look to you from beyond the stone, and they look back at the creature, and they look back at you, and they say, it is in the preordained universal compact that we immortal creatures will not go forth to the mortal realm. You, we, it, everyone has signed onto this universal law. To break it is to be shown the door. Thus is our command. But you say there is another which is more dangerous. Point us to them.
I pointed to the lady that I saw standing in the back of the room, who seemed to be plotting these shenanigans the entire time.
Can she still going?
I called her the lady in white. I never got to see her face in my dreams.
Very well.
That
Is that
one,
your
my
turn,
turn.
Daiko? Okay, yeah. Gurak, we go to you. What would you like to do?
I'm really floored by that. She's your enemy. La 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 la.
She's just singing away.
Gurak's gonna head over to this table. Seeing like that last table that was tossed at the angel, he's like, there has to be more magical things in the room. And he's like looking across the table, and he's like, oh, the secret stick I could unveil. And he reaches into his pocket. And he pulls out a key from a previous haunted house.
Yes.
And he's gonna use it to unlock the secrets of this room.
Very well. As you stick the key down into the book and the table before you, you instantaneously, because this is exactly what the skeleton key does, you watch as part of the key fades away. You unlock the mysteries, and you instantaneously realize that the cup before you seems to be sizzling, almost as though it's got like a fire crackling in the water itself. You instantly realize that this cup will disintegrate the first thing that the liquid touches inside of it. Use this as a last resort only on yourself, or to immediately get rid of something you really don't want to see. You furthermore realize that this table is an incarnation of ruin, basically the trash compactor of the multiverse. The one infinity dedicated towards rendering all sentient life unsentient and unknowable or normal inorganic matter. The place where Gadaj, the great towering golem of unlife, exists, and Nuerge, the deity of the shell, the ghost that flits about all the other realms, attempting to perceive all of existence and understand and unravel it. You know that were a being to be summoned from this table, this altar, that it would be an immensely challenging being, one that would threaten the very boundaries of existence itself.
Oh my god.
Well, I should say of sentience itself, not existence. There's a difference.
That sizzling cup, can I take it and put it away in my inventory without spilling on me or destroying my inventory?
It doesn't have a lid.
Oh man.
It doesn't have a lid.
then he's just gonna pick up the cup, hold it out, like as far out as he can. Just, oh boy, this is some nasty crap.
Sure, you do so. You hold the cup out. I, for one, think you should put it in your bag and then get that wild magic surge that puts you in your bag again. I think that would be fun.
Oh,
and
no.
terrifying.
Terrifying, yes. Do I want to experience it?
You hold the cup out a lot from you. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna move this way about 5 feet because that's all I got to my movement. And I'm just gonna like call out like Kyani. I have a cup of really bad things and I don't know where to put it. Put me in a direction and I'll toss it on it, but that's your last resort. Don't get it on yourself. And my turn.
Wonderful! Your DM instantly regrets all their life choices. We go to the Stone Soul, who continues to take their big mighty fists and smash it into the mechanical creatures of Hyras. The mechanical creatures of Hyras look up at the big Stone Soul like, what the hell, man? And is immediately going to attack back, despite what Thako has said. Thako, your words seem to have worked with the Stone Soul. It knows only destruction. Kyani,
It's really in its feelings right now.
That's right.
Sorry, guys.
Kyani, what do you want to do?
I'm a run over here.
I can't quite hear you.
Oh, I am gonna run forward.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you going to read more books?
No, I'm done reading books. I think I'm a bonus action dash to try and get to whoever's humming up the front. I kind of want to get near to see what's the deal.
What is the deal, indeed? Very well, dash.
Ooh.
It looks as though all of the enforcers from Hyras are bloodied by this point. They've lost a lot of the gears that are turning inside of their clockwork bodies, and the gigantic Stone Soul is also bloodied once again. War of attrition going on here in the cathedral.
I'm gonna
Kyani,
get to about there, and then I'm gonna be like, what's going on? What are you doing?
the priestess stops her humming for a moment. She turns around to look at you, face serene and graceful, and she says, "What I am doing, I am presiding over the very first and the eternal celebration of gifting that comes about with the birth of this world. You are welcome to enjoy the festivities.
You do notice all the chaos behind, yes?
That is not chaos. That is order. All things are as they should be. The infinities have created this world, but they have not yet gifted it the proper laws and ordinances to leave it alone. They are settling out what it means to truly give to someone else, and to expect nothing else in return. But each of them, they expect that their gift will be given and used in the way that they wish. They do not understand that the mortals have their own designs and what they would do with their world. Because although each of them have gifted a portion of their world to create this one, none of them really thought that the gift they gave would be used in a way other than they had imagined. And I am here to preside over that teaching. Each and every year, these souls are gathered here to experience once again the chaos they've caused themselves and the mortal realm. And any who walk away surviving this madness will find themselves gifted with the things that they came to kill. Because what you defeat here inside of the cathedral, you get to keep. I see you understand that. As she gestures towards your flaming radiant greatsword.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I think maybe you're the only one who are actually who makes sense now that you actually spoke. So that's cool.
Do you wish to turn in your winnings? Or do you
Well,
wish to continue in the competition?
I guess we will continue and maybe stay near here just in case uh, somebody accidentally, almost leaves it.
She nods as though all things are well and good and turns back to the divine altar, the blinding light shooting forth from it. And she continues to. She continues humming, and the humming fills all of the cathedral. What else do you want to do, Kyani?
Kyani is going to yell to everybody. That like can hear her from her yelling and be like, "Don't worry, because the more people we take out, I think the more cool stuff we get. And we can just stop whenever we want. But also, Gurak, please don't spill whatever that is you're holding."
I'll try not to.
All right, Kyani or Thaco, whichever one you want. I need somebody to roll me 1d8.
Ultimately speaking, it was up to Kyani.
Also,
Oh, the 8. Wonderful, exciting. Thaco, as we go to you, Gurak, you see a blinding white and yellow flash of light. The lilacs and the roses swirl out around you as a tiny little snake slithers out from underneath the table.
What
And
the
just sort of
fuck?
goes, I'm a snake.
gotta keep it.
I'm a snake. Slithering snake.
Whatever you do, Gurak, make sure we get to keep this snake.
Just like
Gotta
holding
keep
a cup
it.
like
the snake seems to like disintegrate and reappear as it moves, or like it's sort of like almost like you're playing Call of Duty or some other modern like game with like skins, and like it seems to go from like its head down to its tail and back again, glimmering like some sort of cosmetic effect from a video game. Thaco, we go to you.
I
If
flew
you
up
haven't
into
played
the
video
air
games,
and
skins, or cosmetics
circling.
yet, I'm so sorry. I don't know how else to describe this. Sorry, Thaco, I interrupted you.
I flew up into the air, encircling the stone soul, speaking to the mechanical guardians as well as the natural enforcer upon hearing the words of this careless woman. Can you listen to her? Just listen to her. We're all pawns in her game. This place must go down. We can't stand for this. It's an upset to the natural order of the place. And then I casted large upon the stone statue.
oh my god!
Oh my. Alright, so the stone statue is already as large as it could possibly be in the tail spire. So what I'm gonna do, in order to showcase the enlargement, right, is I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make them to be 2 stone souls that are adjacent to one another, so it looks like he's little, just a little bit larger. And as he magnifies, becoming ever bigger, you can hear him say, "Yes, this is the end of it all."
Yeah, I'm just riding the wave with this guy at this point. I mean, he's getting a little weird into it, but, hey, this is just a dream. It'll be okay.
That's right.
We're totally gonna wreck this place, though.
You just out of curiosity, you want to take him back to your election campaign later, out of the dream?
Like
It
the
seems
whole
like that you
thing.
really get along.
You're not gonna vote for Romani in the next life, buddy. You're gonna vote for me.
I'm gonna go refill my drink really quick. And so like take 5. Come back at like 10:05 or Thaco, we return back to session, and it is still your turn. What do you want to do after you give your impassioned speech and you magnify the creature before you?
I had nothing else going on, but I hoped I was convincing to these folks here that the real problem was this lady and her building, and the building must be destroyed. Overall, that was the message I was trying to communicate.
Yeah.
I was thinking this was going to be a really cool dream. And that ended my turn, so to speak.
Very well. Gurak, we go to you. What do you want to do as you hear this another impassioned speech from Romani and Associates? Little campaign electoral cards flutter down from the skies.
Grok's like, this is all happening behind him. He's like looking at the snake and stuff going off behind him. He looks at Snake and says, hello?
You look down to the snake and say hello, but it is deadly silent. Doesn't seem to make any noise whatsoever.
I'm gonna hold my bag in front of it and be like, you wanna come along? And he's just like,
bag.
It's got drawn meat.
You may do a persuasion check if you would like. You may do so at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're always at disadvantage when you're in combat with other creatures. It's just that the enforcers were not in combat with y'all, with Thaco.
It's only a 7. Breaks my heart.
Oh no. The snake looks at your bag, and it does slide into the bag.
Hey! Hey! And I'll just gently flip the lid on my bag. Back where it belongs, and holding the cup outstretched, like he's gonna head over. He's gonna head back over towards the. I'll move myself 40 feet or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stop here, and he's just gonna like watch, just like what's happening, and end his turn.
Very well. We
My
go to
rage
this.
gone at this point.
We go to the Stone Soul, who is going to continue smashing the enforcers before it. And it just immediately crash, and slams down into them. What was that?
What I have not impassionately convinced this thing to destroy instead the building and not the people. Destroy the establishment, man. I thought.
Roll me for it. I have a 3.
Rip for you.
Come on, Thaco, you can beat a 3, right?
We'll take
was
it.
double
We'll take it.
sevens.
We'll take it. He is going to, hearing your logic, the gigantic stone soul is going to turn around to the building, and he's going to smash down into the pillars where it is located and break them with the first attack. He will smash into this pillar. He will turn around, and then with his other attack, he will smash the other pillar. And once this is done, and the supports to the ceiling are effectively removed, you feel the whole ceiling beginning to crash down upon everyone's heads, as the cathedral cannot hold the weight of this building without its structural integrity intact. The building, as it crashes down into where everyone is at, everyone down inside of this area where the roof crashes in must make a dexterity saving throw.
Did it miss me?
No, it is, portions of the roof are through your tile.
Oh no, okay.
Was I safe astride the giant shoulders?
No. You, the giant, the creatures from Mechanus, and Gurak all must make dexterity saving throws.
I'm using inspiration. I'm re-rolling that. I will not die with the 1. I'm telling you that right now.
would be really bad.
No, it's a 7 instead.
7?
Yes.
Sorry, really strange noise. I think I just heard a pack of dogs howling.
Huh?
I live in a
I used my last
that's
bit of
cool.
favor from the gods to help me in my efforts.
Very well. You do so. La 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 la. All right, so we've got what have we got for Gurak? That's a 7, right? Thako, what have you got in total? 17.
I believe so.
All right, with a 17, congratulations! You miss some of the falling debris, and you narrowly get out of the way as the roof collapses down over top of your body. You only take 25 bludgeoning damage. Gurak, you unfortunately do not escape the falling debris. You take 50 bludgeoning damage as the roof slams down over top of your head, and the howling blizzard rages on from the external area, filtering down into where you guys are at. The snow is harsh, the blizzard is dangerous, and you know that to be exposed to the elements from where the roof is collapsed will surely cause you further damage. 2 out of the 3 enforcers dies in the explosion, and the stone soul is barely alive as it sort of throws the roof over its body and just sort of breaks free of it.
Can I say for the fun of it, I'm down to 1 HP.
Nice!
1.
No.
Somehow, despite my destruction, I am still just a small automatic gnome.
Very well. So that happens. Let me chart this damage down real quick. We've got 25. Ooh, that's wrong. Wrong slot, wrong column. 25 and 50. Gurak, you've taken a lot of damage.
I've taken
Yikes.
so much damage.
Yikes! It's been a lot. Anyway.
Thank God I was raging for most of it.
Yeah, I agree. We then go to the Snake of Ruin, and the snake is going to pop out of your bag, Gurak. And when it pops out of your bag, it immediately morphs into its true form as this huge titanic golem. It rises up out of the bag, smashing and destroying everything. All of your items that were inside of your bag. It immediately disintegrates and reforms as it takes the disintegration effect, raises them into the air, grabs the nearest living creature, Gurak, and it lifts you up and it disintegrates you from existence.
Oh shit!
And you disappear and rain down into the cathedral below as ash.
I can't do anything as a reaction before
With
that
its
happens.
other hand, possibly you can. With its other hand, it reaches out to the enforcer and boosh, disintegrates the enforcer.
Then I have a question.
Sure. It soundlessly says nothing. As its body parts move to do this, the body parts make no noise whatsoever. As though this thing itself were the concept of silence, the ceasing of sentience.
When it picks me up, could I have taken my cup and tossed it at it?
Roll me for it.
Okay. I didn't like long silence. I was like, ah.
All right, I got a 6. Beat a 6.
Come on. Yeah! 7!
Yeah! Barely.
We love to see it. Yes, you take the cup, and as you spray it onto the Titanic being, it too ceases to exist as it disintegrates back to ruin.
Oh my god! I'm still alive!
And while that happens, I need you to choose in front of you, Gurak Vakgar, one creature to channel the power of ruin into their bodies. Anyone within 30 feet.
Channel the power of ruin into them.
Yep.
Does that disintegrate them or does that
Yep.
empower them?
It sure does kill them.
Oh,
Sure does disintegrate them.
If I have a choice, I'm gonna use it on the stone soul and get it away from us.
Very well, you point at the stone soul, and the disintegration moves out from the snake-like being back into that golem, and the stone soul is no more, as it is vanquished. Congratulations, you have now killed 3 things.
Powerful creatures.
Powerful creatures. And the whole building lies in ruin as nothing but you guys currently have survived. Well done. What else do you want to do, Gurak Vakgar?
Oh my god.
It's going great.
Oh my
Good
god.
day.
Amazingly, but at the same time terrifying. He just reaction says you guys. Like, he's so bloody. He's like, God, I'm ready to bail. I can't stand this. Snakes turn to gods. My cup of soup killed a god. I'm finished. I'm getting the hell out of here, boys.
Don't worry about it, buddy. It's gonna be okay. I'll drop some heals on you. Give me a second.
I'm gonna move to the benches over here 20 feet. And like,
Sure. It is difficult terrain across the rubble and the destruction as you climb your way across, so it's 40 feet. But I believe that will get you out of the howling blizzard, because the blizzard
God.
is everything in this sort of an area.
excellent. That's exactly what I want, to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, you want to get the hell out of the blizzard. Hey, by the way, roll me 1d8.
Oh! I don't like this.
Sure you do. You'll love it. It's great.
5!
Is that 5? Is that what I think that is?
Just another 5!
No! No!
All
Get the
right.
fuck out of here!
Gotta go, gang!
You, as you walk across out of the blizzarding area, you see before you the 3 more enforcers flash up out of the table. As they appear, the enforcers stare out, the cogs and machinery. They see you there, Gurak Vakgar, and they nod to you. They take their arms, they clasp them to their chests, and they look out through the rest of the room as though they're on the hunt for universal lawbreakers. The universal police are here,
Oh shit, boys.
and no one's broken any laws that they can see just yet.
I end my turn. I put my hopes and dreams face down.
In face down defense position.
Yes.
All right, we have the enforcers that go after Gurak. So the enforcers will immediately take their turn. And the enforcers, as they move out, away from the blizzard, they're gonna move past where you're at, Gurak. And when they do so, they see the fiery, radiant greatsword in Kyani's hands. They look out towards you, Kyani, and they say, "Halt! That is an extraplanar entity from one of the 8 infinities. It does not belong in the mortal realm. Cease and desist. Release your weapon to us." What would you like to do, Kyani?
No, it's just a really shiny sword. Nothing to see here.
They end their turn sort of querying and asking of you to give it back. It does not belong on this realm.
Okay. First of all,
And the
I am
fighting
going-
continues.
I'm going to second wind.
Nice. Regen that health.
I think we all know where this is going.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. More death and destruction. Woo!
That is 13 back to me. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all for a second wing. That's pretty good. All right, you heal up. You ready yourself for more action? What else are you gonna do? With the
Are they
enforcers
holding-
in front of you?
Are they holding like weapons in their hands?
Real big axes. Real big energy axes.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to try to disarm them. And
Which
I
one do
have
you want
to-
to disarm? One of the two holding the normal axes, or the one at the center holding the big energy axe?
I think energy axe might be the correct answer.
You're gonna have to run into them all to do so. That's the only toss-up. How brave
Well,
are you?
You know what? I'll just hit the one next to me.
Sure.
And I have the sword, the shiny sword in my hands. Yes.
You do. You have the fiery greatsword. If you want to swing that bad boy.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
By all
Stats
means,
on
go
that.
for it.
Is it right?
As you go to swing the sword and the enforcers demand of you that you halt, you notice that a sixth candle has lit atop the large menorah at the center of the table, and you can hear the singing continues. What is your attack roll?
What are the stats? Is it like a normal?
Greatsword. You use a normal greatsword.
Okay.
Are you proficient in greatsword? Yes.
Let me see. First, I have to add grades.
That's right.
Could have just gave him the sword and you're like, nah, I'm fighting for this.
Listen. But what you fail to realize is, I'm gonna give it to you after this.
I think I had a plan to help my friend.
Kyani, I will send you a link. You can actually add that directly to your character sheet in D&D Beyond.
Oh,
It's called a Flame Tongue Greatsword.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
It does change everything.
I don't want nobody to die. I'm on my last hit point, but now I'm like, yeah, keep the sword. Yeah.
I want Flame Tongue Greatsword. That's
Hell
double
yeah.
the damage.
Please. Everyone's so
Flame
magical and
tongue.
special.
great sword. Okay.
That's right. Also, DMs at home, never give these things to your players. This literally doubles their DPS. Now you have to go through all of your combat encounters and scale them for one character doing double the DPS that they ordinarily would do. That's a terrible idea.
I feel like that's a huge warning to the party.
Kyani,
Okay.
what is your attack? Oh, you're adding it to the D&D Beyond. You're doing the things, making it so
Listen,
you can do the good rolls.
I'm sorry. I'm not tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy.
That's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
So I like that while I'm waiting, I like that I changed the background of the screen that's behind me. So now the dragon is a lot closer and you can kind of see it like doing the whole roar thing, in the background. I think I like it being this close. And furthermore, my head, I look like I have these big devilish wings sprouting out of my back now. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm some sort of abyssal or devilish servant from the nine hells.
Okay. We got there.
There we go. Flame Tongue Greatsword. Here we go. An 8.
All that for an 8.
Nice! You strike out with the Flame Tongue Greatsword, and as the flames spew out from the sides, the creature from Hyras just grabs the Greatsword, the hand burning down the metal, and it says, "Halt, mortal! You are no match for the beings of Hyras." relinquish your weapon.
About it.
Very well, Thaco, we go to you.
I remember setting my feet alight on the ruins of the ruined cathedral, holding my fist up in the air and casting thaumaturgy, making lightning boom in the background, commanding the mechanoids from Hyrus to halt. She has won this sword in accordance with the fair deals of the contracts of this demi-plane. Cease your activity immediately and let her keep her goods.
Go ahead and give me another persuasion check from on high. You are also in the blizzard. And as you are in the blizzard, I need you to make me a constitution saving throw. Ooh, you just barely fail to save, and the horrid snow, the divine winds from above, bring death and despair to your body as you take 27 cold damage from the blizzard.
I then fall apart.
No.
Am I not above the blizzard, or is it coming from
From on
above?
high. Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
No opportunity
it's
to
like-
move happens at the beginning of my turn, O celestial god of order.
It would be if you end your turn here, or if you like move into the area for the first time. So theoretically, you can leave if you want to do that. Leave and then
Would-
talk.
Definitely like to do that, realizing the freezing temperatures, if
Yes.
possible. Just kind of
Yes.
dance my way.
That's fair.
Out
It's
of
my
all that-
fault that I didn't extend the blizzard cone up. I get why that would make sense, or that would be you wouldn't understand. So you go right ahead. You can take that damage later, or not. at
Thanks,
all.
boss. Yes, I would prefer to just not take it, so I'll move out of that
Sure. I
Misconception.
think that's fair.
if I needed to, and appearing dramatically above the rabble, saying the same words, just not so coldly.
By all means, but please go ahead and make your persuasion check.
I mean, I did okay.
You did all right.
Sometimes
the
okay
enfor-
counts.
the enforcers look up to you, Thaco, and they say, "Who are you to deny what we say is the law? We were put in place to guide it. We were put in place to shape it. We see an infraction and we must respond. Are you a party to
apprehension.
this breaking of the universal law?"
I land dramatically superhero style amidst them. And
Tiny gnome.
look up to them, holding my fist, the thaumaturgy still active and just triggering the thunder again. I am your king. I'm Seiko.
You scream at them that you are their king, that you are Thaco, and two of the enforcers, the younger ones, look and go, "That's a pretty good argument, yeah." And the one in the middle seems dissuaded, or does not seem dissuaded. He seems as though he holds within his mechanical fists righteous law and order, and he will do with law and order what he came here to do. He will take the weapons from the lady and return them to Hyrus where they belong. Got 2 out of 3 though. Is that at the end of your turn?
I'm gonna misty step under the table. Sensing that things are not going my way,
Damn.
I quickly bail.
Here, I got this. Bang, bada boom. Look at that, Tailspire sorcery. All right, Gurak, we go to you. And what do you want to do, Gurak? What do you got?
God, there's. I'm gonna go over here next to this lady.
Yes.
Or actually, hold on. Instead of resetting my guy, I'll just flavor as this. From where he is, he's gonna take his bottle of ever smoking and just pop it off, wave it in the air, and move the 20 feet up to the girl, letting smoke kind of envelop the area a bit.
Sure, very well. You do so, popping the bottle, spreading the smoke out all around, trying to reduce visibility as you go dash over to where she's at. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna free action, try to call up to Kyani. Oh, quick, let's get out of here before they try to just arrest us or something. Don't know what they go at, but we need to get the fuck out of here. And
I'm not literally not even hiding. I'm just over here under the table. I can hear you.
This is such a large radius for the
Yeah.
for the smoke. It's huge. It's humongous. It's everywhere.
and it's pitch black too.
Yeah, it's pitch black smoke.
I almost want to finish that with, I could fight him, but it won't go well.
Yeah. I also can't see now, so I think we should leave.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Gurak thinks to himself.
You did that?
Gurak, what else would you like to do, if anything? You speak, you pop the bottle of smoke, everything is black and obscured.
Can I want to speak to the lady as an action. How do we get out of here?
The lady turns to you, ceasing her humming for but a moment, as she says,
We get out of here. This is our mortal realm. It is they who do not belong here. We belong throughout all the land, wherever it is we wish to be. It is those creatures which must leave.
Oh. I see. It's gonna turn back to the enemies in the smoke, and he's gonna pop his rage. Another
"Going
rage.
back in, boy!"
Going back in. I tried to get out, but they pulled me back in.
Very well, you pop your rage. You've already used your action on the bottle. What else would you like to do?
What does my rage do to my enemies?
That's right. We've got a new effect. Percentile, please.
Let's go. I should have just rolled. I would have answered all that question.
Yeah, would have.
23.
Oh, wow. This is a really nice one.
Ooh, is it?
All right. I need you to choose two creatures. One creature, each creature gets a moonbeam centered on them. One of the moonbeam spells deals damage, and the other one heals people for the same amount of damage.
Oh my god, that's insane!
It's really nice.
Oh my god, how big is a moonbeam?
The moonbeam is a 5-foot radius sphere.
Does it have to be on a target or wherever I choose it to be?
At a target. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the damaging moonbeam I'll put on the big guy.
Okay, certainly.
And the healing one I'm gonna put on myself.
Yeah, you are.
What
Very
do
well.
I roll?
You do so. You put that right on yourself, and I need to tint the color So this one is green for healing, and this one's gonna be red for damage. Congratulations, you do so. You call down 2 moonbeams, striking down into the area over top, or shooting through the ceiling of the cathedral onto you. What else would you like to do? Oh, that's pretty much it. That's all you got, huh?
That's it.
But what a turn!
Oh my god.
What a turn! So while you're inside of the moonbeam, and you, it appears on top of you. Go ahead and roll your 2d10. Let's find out how much you heal for and how much you damage for. Because they're immediately about to start their turn. They're going to take the damage anyway.
I heal by 6.
2d10, and we got a 6. Damn it.
Yeah, 5 and a 1. Not very good.
Not very good, not very good, but it's okay, because the moonbeam immediately strikes down to all of those creatures, and so you deal 15 radiant damage, as each of them gets 5, 5, 5. The enforcers look out to Gurak, and they say, "Halt, mortal! We are here on official business. You have no right to harm us."
They can see me through the smoke?
They just know that the moonbeams are flashing, and you just went, "Rah!" So they're kind of putting 2 and 2 together.
Ah, yes, you know. What can I say? I roar and things happen.
Is that your defense? You roar and things happen?
Out of game, yeah.
That sounds like some crazy shit that would happen. They believe you. They are going to move to the sides away from the moonbeam and the radiant, sickly light that harms them. But the boss is going to move towards you, Kyani, and he takes that big energy axe and he's going to swing it to try and dislodge the flame tongue greatsword from your body. But first, before he does that, he's going to try and strip it from you. He's gonna shoot out of his hands this huge electrifying net out at the greatsword. So let's see if he hits you with it, huh? He's got a 13 to fire the net at you and to strip the weapon from your hands, which you naturally dodge. Unfortunate for him. So instead, he's going to take that big, mighty axe, and he's going to try and slam it into you. And as the energy flashes at the ends, he swings it. He has a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
And thus, he makes sad robot noises. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And Kyani, we go to you. But Kyani, I need you to roll me another 1d8 as another candle lights atop the menorah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no whammy.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
What? 4. I don't even remember what that is.
This is
That's
a
the
fun
big boy?
one.
I think that's the big boy.
So, with a 4, there is a fantastic flash of light. And at the center of the room, I will destroy everything! The big, gigantic golem resummons back into the center of the area. Which means...
Fuck yes!
Oh, it's back!
The stone soul returns! Alright, Kyani, what is it you're gonna do?
Kyani's gonna be like the 3 enforcers. Maybe you want to deal with that first? Seems more pressing of issue.
The enforcers do turn around and go, "Halt! Immortal entity from the 8 infinities! You are illegally trespassing on the mortal realm! Leave immediately or we will escort you away!" You got some lucky rolls. Let me tell you that. Y'all are getting some lucky rolls.
Yeah!
By the way, the one shot is called Christmas Chaos.
Oh, this
I
is
hope that
chaos.
seems fitting.
Yes. Do they seem like they're distracted from me?
Two of them.
2 of them?
2 of them. The enforcer at the middle is still after that greatsword.
Okay. I'm a hit then.
All right, you swipe out. Go ahead and make the attack roll. It's an absolute crime that you haven't had advantage this entire fight.
Listen. Wait, is Gurak right next to me?
Nope. He's not.
Killing me. You're killing me. Oh my gosh. That's a 9.
Unfortunately, a 9 does not breach. And as you swing the flame tongue greatsword, the fire igniting off the sides, he just halts it with the energy axe, and then says, "You and I are matched. Neither one can hit the other. An unstoppable force and an immovable object. Do you know how this one ends?"
It's me leaving, and I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Wait, hold on. That's not what this. You are not fulfilling your role. You are a very mobile object. Where would you like to go?
I think he's trying to ask you on a date. This seems to happen a lot.
I think Kyani just rejected him.
Maybe if you were born of flame and the fires of hell, he would have stood a better chance.
The stream has not turned out how I thought it was going to turn out.
What do you mean, Thanko? I thought you'd seen this one before.
I've seen many variables of this one, like 368 times. I've only seen this one 4, so that's statistically impossible.
Well, if you've seen it 4 times, does that mean it's possible?
It depends on where it goes.
All right, Kyani, what else you got?
That's it.
All right,
I guess.
Thanko, we go to you. You hide underneath the table, adjacent to the celestial divine chest, next to the infinity priestess. What else would you like to do?
I sense that something is deeply wrong with this place, and that it must be destroyed. So, I call upon a true celestial, drawing a glyph on the ground discreetly using subtle spell, to not even let anybody know it was me that helped, and I cast Summon Celestial.
There we go. That'll do it, won't it? Give me one sec. So much stuff going on here.
I bring the character up about 100 feet in the air if it could get really, really high up there in the cathedral's rafters, still in a safe space from the blizzard. I wouldn't want to summon such an ally in a dangerous place.
No, of course not. How could you possibly do such a thing? Very well. We send the celestial up into the sky. That's maybe a little too far for my liking, but it's fine. We'll put her up there. We'll put her onto the green marker, showcasing that she's on your team. Congratulations! Your celestial spirit forms immediately into the skies with the heavenly glow. What else do you want to do?
The creature makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down, so that would be 2 shots with its radiant bow down at the woman who seems to be orchestrating this whole disastrous cathedral.
Very well. Go for it. Fire at her.
One second.
Take your time. I have to check another thing now.
It would deal 2d6 plus 7 radiant damage if it hit.
So
Only my celestial ally came into play.
I see you've got a 5 and a 14 there for each of the attack rolls. But what is your final number?
Final number being my proficiency bonus, which is +3.
You get to, it's your when you use the celestial, it's your spell attack modifier. So it's your proficiency and your And
Plus
don't forget
6.
that. Yeah.
Sorry,
what are your
it's
final
weird
numbers
looking
to
at
hit?
your own stats, okay? Cut me a little slack.
You're good, man. You good. You good. I just want to help you, you know? What, so I believe that's an 11 and a 20, is that right?
Correct.
All right. The 11 does not breach, but the 20 does. Roll damage. And then I think you're adding another 6 to that.
Yes.
Or sorry,
7.
7 to that. So you deal 14 radiant damage as the divine arrow shoots down from the ceiling. As the second one buries into her shoulder, the humming stops for a moment. She raises her hands and she says, "Stop!" And everything seems to cease as she casts
I
time
cast counter
stop.
spell. Counter spell.
All right.
Oh my god.
What level are you casting counterspell? I already know the answer.
Well, I only have it at 3rd level. Well, I'm
No.
gonna cast it at 3rd level, yes.
So go ahead. You can roll for it. You've got to get a 19. It's your D20 plus your charisma modifier.
Plus 4.
That's right. Ooh. Unfortunately, a 14 is not enough. And so unfortunately, the time stop takes a hold. And as she stops time inside of the cathedral...
Actually, one moment, I think I have something for that whole situation there.
Yeah? Go.
Yep, something that, well, yes, I can, let's see, use favored by the gods. If I fail a saving throw or miss an attack roll, I can add 2d4 to the total. Would that work?
Yes, it does work. And you've got a, well, I guess technically this is neither a saving throw or an attack roll, but I'm going to let you do it anyway.
Cool.
So, 5 plus 14 is 19. You barely make it. Congratulations, you are favored by the gods. The Infinity Priestess fails to cast Time Stop as you counter it. You can feel your magic slicing through the very fabric of reality. And as she fails to do that, she lowers her head. She places her hands together. And she joins the initiative tracker.
Oh god.
That's why I didn't want to attack her.
What else would you like to do, Thako?
I believe that ends my turn.
Gurak, we go to you. And Gurak,
Yes.
can you roll me 1d8?
I don't want to. Can I let Thako roll it?
Sure, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Thako, be our demise.
And the final
Okay.
8th flame ignites onto the menorah.
We're having some fun, gentlemen
Come on, Thako, you
and
can do it.
lady. 6.
From the far end of the hall, you can hear whispers of madness, clawing, screaming, tearing out of the abyss as these demonic, shadowy entities scream through the veil and join the combat.
Oh god.
Luckily for you, they're way far away at the other end of the cathedral. So that's like a later you problem. All right, Gurak, what do you want? What do you want to do? The situation is dire. The room is tense.
He's gonna action bolstering magic on himself.
Very well.
Is it-
You can
yeah.
replenish your spell slots, and yeah.
Yeah, I won't replenish spell slots, but instead I'll make it that I can add a D3 to ability, magic, or attacks and such.
Yeah.
Might be
But it's
helpful.
way more
eventually.
fun to say that you restore spell slots.
Oh yeah, because I'm totally magical, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna take a moment to. Oh no, I can only do it as an action. I'm not going to attack the woman yet because I have no idea what she's going to do or what's happening.
Well, it is an action to use bolstering magic.
Yes, I do have a bonus action.
You do have a bonus action.
And I feel like attacking anything.
You also start your turn inside of the moonbeam. So roll 2d10 for your healing.
Ooh, 10 points.
All right, 10 more healing. That's good. That's good.
Oh my god, guys, I'm coming back from the brink of death. Oh my god. And I think.
I think I can.
I'll move a little bit in the circle in this direction. I'm going to end my turn there. I don't want to draw any attention to me just yet until I get a little bit stronger.
Sure, very well. We go to the enforcers. Two of them are going to move towards the stone soul and attempt to attack it as they cleave their battle axes, smashing into the side, breaking the stone, cracking it. One of the other enforcers will move over to Kyani to finish what he started, and he's immediately going to try and hit you with that cannon and strip the sword from your hand, as he has done before. His attack roll this time is a 20 to hit.
That hit.
All right. As the cannon fires out into your arm, you immediately, I need you to make me a strength saving throw as you take 5 piercing damage from the net slamming into you.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay.
Would you like personal pain or group pain?
Personal. Depends on me.
All right, with personal pain, not only are you separated from the great sword that falls down onto the ground before you, but the net scoops you up, and you find yourself being thrown or hurtled up into the air, attached to a string up into the ceiling, up with the celestial angel that was called down. So you've got an ally. But the enforcer picks up the greatsword and says, "Thank you for cooperating, mortal." It then turns around with the greatsword and goes back towards the stone soul to use its weapon, its newfound weapon that rules for thee and not for me. He's going to use the celestial weapon for himself.
What the fuck?
He does go into the moonbeam, however, so he does take 10 radiant damage as he moves into the sphere. And then he swings with the flame-tongued greatsword to destroy the stone soul. And then he's going to swing with the energy axe as well and damage the creature. We then go to the Infinity Priestess. And the Infinity Priestess is going to look up to the celestial creature before her, and she is going to cast Banishment on the celestial creature. So, Thaco, please make me your saving throw against Banishment.
Come on, Thaco.
What is the
Charisma.
ability score?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Okay. 3.
Did you say 3? Oh, you're looking
Plus
at
3.
Yeah.
Plus 3. Yeah.
Oh,
So 14. Unfortunately, this is not enough. And so the Infinity Priestess casting up into the air, immediately the celestial agent is shunted back into Elysium. And the Infinity Priestess calms. And she attempts to regain her composure. Kyani, we go to you. You trapped in a net. As soon as you begin your turn in the net, you take another 5 piercing damage as the net begins to slice into your body. Actually, it's 5 slashing damage this time. It was piercing last time, slashing now. What else do you want to do?
Okay. I like stuff. How stuck am I with that?
You are restrained by the net until you break out or otherwise free yourself from said net.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
You may free yourself using all of the normal methods that one would do to free themselves from said net.
okay, and how high up am I in here?
Come again?
How high up am I?
You are. Let's see. Do this. You are 30 feet. 30 feet in the air.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is cast levitate so that when I get out of this net, I don't take fall damage.
Fair. Fair. Great start.
That. And then I guess I'll try and just untangle myself if I can.
By all means. Go ahead and try and give me a dexterity or a sleight of hand as you try to untangle yourself from the mess.
That is a 25.
A 25 is solid, and you slice your hand slightly as your blood goes down over top of the razor sharp net. You take another 5 slashing damage, but you do manage to free yourself. And instead of plummeting down to your death, you levitate easily. No falling for you.
And then I'm going to Accent Church.
Very well, you do so. You burn your
Yeah.
axe and surge, feeling a heightened sense of alacrity go over your body. What else would you like to do?
Okie dokie. I'm going to, from this height, get my bow, my longbow, and shoot at the big boy, enforcer.
As you know, I will give you advantage for height as you're flying over top. So by all means, rogue, finally, get the extra secret sauce that comes with your kit. It's been too
Finally.
long. "16 breaches, 20 breaches. You are muted.
Oh,
You are no longer muted."
okay.
Strange status effect.
15 damage.
All right, you deal 15 damage as the arrow pierces down into the golem. You can see it reach up and try and block with one hand, but the arrow goes immediately into one of the cracks in its body, splitting it slightly wider. What else would you like to do?
And then I will end my turn, because I'm up high, so what could possibly go wrong?
You are, yeah. This is a pretty good place for you. Thaco, we go to you. What do you want to do, my guy? You're hiding underneath the table. You subtle cast so nobody would know that it's you.
From beneath the table, looking out upon the chaos that has been somehow inadvertently caused. I mean, really, it's just all a misunderstanding, you know. Anyway,
You're trying so
I'm thinking
hard
about
to be peaceful. It's
I'm
great.
thinking about what this situation really needs. And you know what? This is my dream, and my dream always has a Tyrannosaurus Rex near the end.
You gonna polymorph somebody into a Tyrannosaurus Rex? That's what you're gonna do.
That is what I'm going to do, yes.
Did
That
we
is what I
roll-
did in my dream.
Didn't we rule that you don't have Tyrannosaurus Rex, but you do have Giant Ape? Did that happen in an earlier session of the maybe it didn't.
I have wandered the Feywilds for a number of years. I probably would have come across all sorts of beasts,
Possibly so. Possibly so.
but I don't remember any sort of ruling being made on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have we used polymorph yet? We have not. I think this is different. I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, I think maybe not. Roll me a history check really quick. History or insight, your choice. For if you've seen a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Giant ape, definitely. Tyrannosaurus Rex, a little more sparing in this world setting. Not a lot of them, but you certainly could have. So, With a 12, I will say that you have not seen a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Then I turn into a giant ape.
But that's correct. You can still do Giant Ape, which, to be completely honest with you, is really a lot better anyway than the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like, the Giant Ape's DPS is actually higher. I mean, I know the number looks higher on the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but you do want the Giant Ape. I promise it's better. So anyway, as you turn into the Giant Ape, you slam the table out from over top of your body, and you immediately woo woo woo. The menorah
I grab the table.
splatters across the room. The flame ignites everywhere, and the priestess, as you slam into this gigantic form and before her, looks up and goes.
I grab the table with one hand, and then I grab her with the other hand.
Oh my god.
Just slap them together.
I smash her on the head with the table.
Very well. You do so, slamming the table into her body. Go ahead and roll. Make the attack roll.
I was waiting for Thaco to climb on the wall and like hold her to.
I know, do King Kong.
Yeah.
I drop the table and begin ascending one of the columns in the chapel.
I believe your attack roll is that a 17 or a 20 to hit, so it breaches. Roll slam damage as you begin to ascend the tower with your newfound prize.
It's even scary.
Sorry, I had the Tyrannosaurus Rex stats totally up.
I'm sorry to have fudged your Tyrannosaurus
1
Rex.
second. Okay, here we go.
I have to rescue my priestess. She's fallen into the ground and she can't get up.
Well, that's fine, because I use my second attack to throw her down into the ground.
Oh my god.
Very well. You do so, and with one monkey fist, you slam the table into her head. With a second one, you throw her to the ground. Go ahead and roll damage a second time for your fist attack, as that is the same amount of fall damage she's gonna take anyway. So what is that?
Funny.
The first one we've got 17 damage, and with the second one we've got.
You said the same amount?
You can re-roll or roll again. Yeah, same amount of damage. So, there we go. 14 and 1. So 20 more damage as you slam her back down into the ground with your giant ape fists. She splats down onto the floor, looking up, exhausted from her position. She sees you can see like Gurak. Actually, you can't. There's a big smoke. You can't see anything. You'd totally obscure. Forget what I was gonna say. What else do you want to do, Thaco?
That would be the end of my turn.
Yeah, it's a pretty good turn. We go to the demons, and the demons are immediately going to shift out from their current location, and they're going to begin traveling through the walls.
I don't like that at all.
Where they go, nobody knows, except for all of the people watching the game on stream, because they see through my eyes and they know exactly where they've gone. We go to the Stone Soul, who will immediately look down and smash, bring those hands down and cause 32 bludgeoning damage to all 3 of the creatures in front of it, all of the enforcers. Gurak, we go to you. You start your turn into the healing moonbeam. Roll the 2d10.
Jeez, only 4 points.
Dang.
It's still healing though.
Roll it up.
It is still healing. What else would you like to do?
That's a great question.
I agree. It's why I asked.
I'm gonna make a quick Actually, no. Damn
Get
it!
this, by the way, with that heal, you have just become the highest heals HPR heal per round of your group as the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I
wild magic.
heal.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I was gonna reach out to Thako, bolstering magic, and give him spell slots, but he's all the way up there.
True, true. Also, you can see that the golem is bloodied as it has ended its turn in the blizzard and has taken damage from the frost and ice.
I'm gonna pick up the bench.
Everyone's picking up benches today, tables.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure whose side we're on with. So I just pick up the bench. It's just like I see a pillar or a statue. Just throw it at the big guy.
All right, go ahead. Give me that attack roll. Improvised weapon. Pick up the pew and you chuck it at the guy.
21 to hit.
21 breaches. Roll damage. 1d10 bludgeoning plus your strength and your rage, as mentioned earlier.
10 points of damage.
You deal 10 more points of damage to that bad boy. Chuck the thing away. What else do you want to do? It smashes into its face, and the golem goes. Roar.
I'm gonna move over this way about 5-6 feet, still in the moonbeam.
Yeah, of course, of course.
And I think I'm gonna end my turn. I could do things for a bonus action, but I'm just like, don't know.
Sure, by all means. We go to the enforcers next, who are all going to slash and cleave into the golem with their weapons. So give me 1 second here as we do our... Yeah?
I know what I could have done, and I'm stupid. I can't do anything about it.
That's all right.
I'll keep it here for next turn.
They did get a critical success on their attack, one of their attacks, which is nice. And you watch as under a salvo of attacks, they do bring down the golem. He starts shattering and breaking apart into pieces in the middle of the arena, and then they turn around to look at everyone as though the day is won, and they've accomplished their job. Let's go, World Police, or Universal Police. They are going to leave the moonbeam, but the one guy does take 10 damage because he can't do much, and that's it. He just has to take it. We go next to the Infinity Priestess. The Infinity Priestess looking up at you, Thako, and the big giant monkey. She says,
This is no place for you. This was supposed to be a place of peace and serenity, of gifting, and to understand the value of a gift. To understand that when you give something, you need to be prepared for that gift to be used in ways you didn't anticipate. I see now that the gift of magic was too much for you. And I wish that magic would leave you immediately and indefinitely.
Can I cast Counterspell?
you can cast Counterspell as she's going to cast Wish.
Oh boy.
Another 9th level spell.
Oh my god.
An 11 plus your spell casting, which is 14. I feel like we've been here before. Are you gonna favor it from the gods?
I'm gonna use my inspiration
That's a good call.
to reroll. I'm gonna use another one of my inspiration to reroll. There we go. Boom.
Hey-oh! You counterspell the wish, and just as reality is unfolding and merging around you, changing to fit her will, you slice through it as the monkey once more. And
I do it by grouping on her while she is trying to cast a spell from on
You
high.
leave this huge, massive dump down onto her face in the dreamlike state. Does a monkey ordinarily be able to counterspell? Not really, usually. But in this instance, Absolutely so. Because what could be more powerful than a magical shit from a monkey?
I could drop the spell if I needed to do so, by the way, on a technical level, but if you want to
On
roll
a
a cool one,
technical
that's...
level, you would have to ordinarily, but
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will not force you to do so.
Okay.
I will not.
I just think it would be really funny to counterspell it by, you
I
know.
agree. I think it's freaking hilarious.
Thank you.
And so as the magical shit plummets down onto her face and spews all over her word or her mouth just as she's trying to finish the word, the incantation fails. You hear a slash back of magic whipping out throughout the area, and she's pissed. Kyani, we go to you. She's pissed.
So, well, that's going on. I still want my sword back. So,
That's where I went wrong.
Clearly.
I am going to shoot again at the big boy with my bow in the air.
Please do so. Please do so. I need to change your inspiration, and I also need to add a 10 to this. Actually, so let's take the 21. Yeah, let's take the 21.
Yeah.
Roll damage. That breaches. Who are you targeting?
Big enforcer.
Kyani, you used an inspiration this battle, right?
I have not.
Okay, who used an inspiration?
I
Dago used 2.
I have used 2.
It was you who did, Gurak. Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I took my one. I took it.
You did.
That's 12 in total.
All right, 12 piercing to which of the enforcers?
The one that has my sword.
Yeah, sorry, you said that. I'm just distracted. I'm going over a lot of details. You do so, the arrow flies into its face, damaging it, and it, as it looks back up at you, it says, "Mortal, what are you doing?"
I want my sword back.
That to have the sword is illegal. Do you
I
wish?
don't care.
Are you mocking me?
The police suck.
His feelings are hurt.
Good.
If Kyani was a bard, I could imagine the song "Fuck the Police" playing.
Kyani, what else would you
Sure.
like to do?
I will end my turn because I'm up in the air, so I don't have to hide.
That's
I
right.
can't move.
Thaco, we go to you. What do you want to do?
Hanging from the rafters, I looked down at the prone form of the celestial woman who tried to wish my magic away, and I called out,
How dare you!
as I roared, pulling down bits of the rafters and parts of the ceiling, and coming down along with it, directly.
You pull down the
Directly.
rafters. The whole building slams down over top of everyone who's down there. As you pull it apart and rip the place down, the blizzard rushes down into the cathedral, and everyone below, you do take damage from the plummeting building. Thaco, do you go down with the rafters? Or are you moving backwards?
I will scramble on top of the rafters to get, kind of on top of the rubble, and start beating my chest.
Oh my god.
Very well, you do so. Everyone who is below
Like
Thaco
up
that
here.
time, which is you want to be in the blizzard, okay, very well. You beat your massive chest into the blizzard as it rages down over top of you. Epic, just epic. Kyani, Gurak, Infinity Priestess, and both Enforcers. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as the building collapses atop you.
11.
You take 44 bludgeoning damage. You are down.
Give me 1 second. I gotta remember.
A could be wrong. You may actually have a little bit of life left. I think I might be wrong. Actually, looking at the numbers, I think you're still off slightly.
I'm off. I'm
You're
off by 1, and I went down.
Ah,
But I will
damn
use my
it.
ability.
Okay, my intuition was correct.
I'll use my ability to come back with 1 HP.
All right. There, oh, wait, did you say you already used it? No. This,
Nope.
this is yeah. That's right. So you're up. You're up. You're underneath a bunch of rubble, but you are up. The priestess will immediately take the damage because that's what happens when a roof falls on you and you're prone. Kyani, how about you?
I got an 18.
Congratulations. You take only 22 bludgeoning damage. As the
Yeah.
roof plummets
Wait,
over
wasn't
top
she
your
kind
head.
of up in the rafters with me? Wouldn't she?
No.
Been out of the way?
because
No?
The thing that's
No, it-
above her in the air is the rafters. So if you pull them
Yeah.
down,
Seiko was very sorry to have injured his other friend.
Kyani's just like, I'm going to kill that little thing.
Remember, this is only a dream.
on the plus side, Thaco did just deal to the enemy another 44 bludgeoning damage times 3.
Wow.
Ooh.
Onto so really talk about using your environment. Actually times 4. Biggest damage we've seen so far, I think, from y'all. And you've nearly destroyed many creatures down there. Thaco, you roar atop the rafters in the blizzard. What else would you like to do?
Well, would that have been one of my attacks, technically?
It would just be an action to dismantle environment.
Got it. Okay. Well, then, in that case, I've actioned, I have moved,
Yes.
and then I have beaten my chest. The audacity. I continue to roar in the blizzard.
All right,
it's my
making that
turn.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Ooh.
This is chaos. Oh
This
my
is
god.
chaos. This is nuts.
No pun intended. Oh.
16.
A 16 barely meets the saving throw. You only take 25 cold damage as the blizzard rages onto your body. Which
Can
is,
you apply it to the giant monkey? Oh god, machine.
Yes, the god machine will apply this to the monkey. We go to the demons next. The demons are going to move through the walls out into the space of Kyani, you are. I also need to throw you down. You're under the rubble, so
Yeah.
I know you're there, but you're actually not. You're more like down here. And I'll get rid of this too and turn it into rubble over top of your head, Gurak. It's getting hard to
Thank
see
you.
in here.
Yeah, it is.
What's going on, if I may say so myself, in Tailspire land. I'm just gonna drop the blizzard slightly so that way we can all see what's going on a little bit better.
Oh my god.
Which is chaos, just complete chaos. The demons are going to go for the clockworks first. They are going to move into the clockwork space, and as they strike out at it, they lash out with their claws, and it immediately dies. All the gears, the gadgetry fail and explode when the demons go inside of it. They then are going to move out of the walls into the other clockwork, where the clockwork immediately takes more psychic damage from them ending its space. The stone soul is no longer here, it's dead. Gurak, we go to you. Now, at the start of your turn, you regain 2d10 healing from the moonbeam.
Oh my god.
At the end of your turn, you will take 25 to 50 cold damage from the blizzard.
And there's nowhere I can go.
There's nowhere that you can go.
Oh my god. I'm gonna free action talk to this large clockwork warrior.
Yes, that's buried
we're
in the
gonna-
rubble.
If we're gonna survive, I'm gonna need a sword. We need to work together.
He's trapped underneath the rubble, and he says, "Motion denied." It is unacceptable for me to hand you an extraplanar weapon from the 8 infinities. I
Well-
cannot oblige.
Well, I was asking, but now I'm gonna go over and take it.
You can do so. It would be an action to like wrest the weapon from him. By all means, you can do that.
Oh yeah. Or
Make
yeah,
a
yeah.
contested athletics check against his strength saving throw.
Oh, good thing I'm raging.
It is a good thing you're raging. You've got advantage on these things.
25.
Yeah.
A 25 is a damn good roll, and it happens to be better than his 19. Congratulations! You use your action to wrest the flame-tongued greatsword from his hands, to which he, like, you take it out, and he points with the hand and says, "That action was inadvisable. This
You
does
thought I'd
not
give a shit?
compute. Return what you have stolen, or we will forcefully confiscate it from you." He's on death's door, covered by rubble.
Gurak like looks
The
at him
law's
like
the law.
face to face. Opinion denied. And he's gonna go. He's gonna go back into the healing space as back as he can, preparing
Very
for
well.
these terrible things to come his way.
This is the most insane thing. Gurak, you take 25 to 50 cold damage.
I'll go down.
But good thing you're in your moonbeam. It's gonna heal you next turn. Don't know how you're gonna leave this circle, but it's working for now. We go to the enforcers, and the enforcer is going to lift up the rubble over top of its body, move its way out from underneath the collapsed building. It's going to go over towards your body, and it is going to pick up the flame-tongued greatsword out of your hand.
It's mine, damn you!
And it says, "Silly mortal, you cannot evade the agents of Hyros."
I swear to God.
Gonna sheath the weapon, the flame-tongued greatsword. He then turns around and is gonna move back into the rubble to where the demons are, and he's gonna try to attack and destroy the demons because he's on a mission, right? He's got an objective. While he's doing that, the Infinity Priestess sees what's going on around her, and she says, "Oh hell no, I don't want none of this." And she is going to Dimension Door away. Away.
Okay. Never mind.
Are you gonna try and counterspell?
I mean, I do have the spell slot left.
Bastard.
Can I still do it as a monkey?
You said
Can I
never
monkey
mind.
once, monkey twice?
She's gonna disappear in Dimension Door away. Keanu, you can do it.
That would have been so funny.
At the end of your turn, you will take 25 to 50 cold damage.
Yeah. And either way, I'm gonna go down.
I know.
Quick, come into my
Actually,
circle.
Rock, can you make me a save your Constitution saving throw so that I know what to add to your damage track? How much you?
24.
Okay, so it's 25 cold. All right, Kyani.
Listen,
What do we
oh my
got?
God.
What do you want to do?
Can I, like, make my way over to the enforcer?
This is
Yeah,
all this
go get
one
that
shot has
sword.
become is like an all-out brawl for this flame-tongued greatsword. Also,
get that
roll
sword.
me 1d8.
Another D8.
Okay. I'll roll
But
it.
yes, you can make your way through the rubble over to the enforcer, where he's currently swinging his energy axe into the demons.
Fine.
A 5. And correct me if I'm wrong, but 5 is, if I think it is indeed, three more agents of Hyros spawn out from the table as more enforcers arrive.
Oh my God.
Reinforcements are here.
I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
All right,
From
can
behind.
we just agree that the I'm gonna delete these. You know where the blizzard is now.
Everywhere.
The blizzard
just-
is freaking everywhere. All right.
Everywhere.
The worst part is-
everywhere. it's all
Nowhere to
over the cathedral. It's all snow. It's all
The worst
raging.
part is, there's like the bottle from the smoke, and it's just
Yes.
blah,
It's
just a
just
hell of
everywhere, obscuring everything. All right, Kyani, go ahead, make me your contested strength check as you try and.
Oh, strength check. I was gonna hit him.
Oh no, you can hit. Oh, you're gonna do a disarming strike. Yeah, you're. It's fine. It's fine. You're cool like that. You can do that.
Okay, I got a 14, which I feel may not be enough.
It does not breach. That is correct.
FML. Okay.
Sadly, you unfortunately do not breach the armor class of this creature. You do not pass go. You do not collect one flame tongue greatsword. What else would you like to do?
Okay, I'm just gonna crawl back over to Gurak.
Because you know exactly what's coming. Make me that con saving
Yeah.
throw.
I'm gonna freaking die, y'all.
Oh,
Okay.
Magic Barbarian.
It's Nate.
All right, you
It's an
take
8.
50 cold damage.
Yeah.
As you go down, you bleeding out inside of the circle, but you did gain. What was the healing, Gurak?
Oh, I had healed like 13, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. 13 more healing before you go down.
Before I go down.
Yes,
do I-
before you go down.
Okay,
I
so
add
I'm
that
still
to-
down. But
Yes, you're still down.
Do I add that to how much I've healed, or is that
I
only
have
personally?
added that, yes, to
Ah.
how much you've healed.
Awesome.
Thanko, we go to you. You beat your massive ape chest on the destroyed cathedral. What's left of this horrible building collapsed inside of the superstructure. Yeah, your friends are dying repeatedly below you. What would you like to do?
Well. Oh, machine god. Can you see my cursor?
Yes, I can. Oh God. Oh God. God's above. Someone
You're
help
doing
them.
it! Yes!
Many blessings be upon ye for perhaps perchancing your mighty gaze upon my cursor, sir. I, as a giant monkey, strode to the top of this, jumping with the force of my jump, sending this area of the ceiling down upon the melee below as I leapt to this portion of the cathedral and clung to the side, attempting to yank it down and pull the tower down upon everything.
Yes!
You heard one entity at the beginning of the one shot say, "Destroy everything. This is unnatural," and you took that to heart. You do so. You begin ripping and tearing and pulling the building down.
I'll make an athletics check to try to scramble to the top of the tower as I'm knocking it down and leap off onto this portion of the cathedral that's still remaining at the top.
Go for it. Make me the athletics check.
My
As
God.
the building comes plummeting down atop everyone, all the nearby enforcers, the demons, and the thing below, they all take the bludgeoning damage. And
16.
luckily, your teammates are nowhere in sight. You deal 44 times 6.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, Thako's a machine!
Thank you for recognizing that. I'd be blushing. Well, I can blush.
Literally.
I'm a giant ape.
Yeah.
You have torn this cathedral asunder. Is that a 7 for your athletics
So,
check?
yes, for a total of 16.
Very well. As you leap onto the roof, congratulations, you succeed in making it on to the next level of the rafters as you pull down half of the building. I'm sure nothing terrible could possibly happen from you being on the roof on the other side of the cathedral. What else would you like to do with your turn?
Probably make a Constitution saving throw.
That is absolutely correct, my friend.
For a result of 14.
But 14 is not enough, and you take 50 cold damage as you end your turn inside of the blizzard.
The giant monkey winces. He has a task to accomplish.
Oh my god, he's gonna get it done, man.
I know, he's gonna take this whole dang building down. It's great. This is fantastic. We go to the demons, who are still alive. The enforcers, however, are the ones that had originally been here. They are dead. They are no longer alive. They have burst into a pile of gears. The flame-tongued greatsword is in no one's hands.
No!
The demons turn around to see the other enforcers arrive, and they are going to go back into the building so they don't die from the howling blizzard, and they will disappear. Where to, nobody but the viewers know. We go to the stone soul that's still not here. Why haven't I gotten rid of it? I don't know. Anyway, we go to Gurak Vagar. Gurak, at the beginning of your turn, go ahead and apply some healing.
Let's
You
go, let's
start your
go.
turn in the moonbeam. This is painful to watch.
Oh my god,
This
it's
is painful.
15!
Congratulations. You get 15 healing. At the end of your turn, you will take 25 to 50 cold damage. Where would you like to go?
Oh my god, this is gonna be fantastic. I rise up, I look around me, and I go, oh, my nips. And I open the shirt and use my tattoo to cast Flame Shield on myself.
It is possible. It is possible that you will not go down.
It is
Very
possible.
Well. Flames writhe around your body as the Hellfire tattoo ignites, and you see my Patronus is a red panda, which is on
Yeah.
my shirt.
That's
And
beautiful.
instead, the flames that writhe around, you can hear the woman, the succubus, laughing in your ears once again. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna pick up the flame greatsword.
You do so. All
And
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
say is when this one shot is over, you have earned that great sword.
Thank
You
you.
have earned it.
I'm gonna come back over to Kyani. I'm gonna with the greatsword. I'm gonna I think I can use a action to. No, it's an action. I can do something to light it up, and it becomes like a source of light, and it's a fire sword. Let me
Yes.
look this up real quick.
It's
You know,
already-
if all I
already
get
lit.
for this,
It's
It's
all I
already
get
lit.
for this,
Oh, can I use a lit flaming sword as a source of heat to help ward off the cold?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
Good thought, but no, unfortunately. The
I'm
fire of
gonna-
the great sword is nothing compared to the strange extraplanar blizzard brought down upon thee.
Oh my god. I hold on to it and I brace for dear God as the storm comes. Just oh!
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
17.
Hey, you take 25 cold, which
No!
halved is
Oh!
12,
Ah!
which means you have 3 hit points,
Yes!
and you are
Oh my
alive.
god. Oh my god.
Your mitigation is nuts. Not as
Oh
nuts
my-
as Thaco's damage, which is insane. I think he might actually get the record for most damage. I can't wait to see what other groups do because, damn, that's a lot of 44s. Actually, now that I think about it, Thaco, when you bring the building down upon the creatures of Hyrus, you may impose one rule on existence inside of this cathedral. What rule would you like to impose as you defeat them all?
This cathedral belongs to me.
That's the rule you want to impose, that this is now your cathedral, you own this?
This
Kind of busted, but okay.
And the demi-plane that that it surrounds.
Congratulations, Thaco. With your one rule imposed on the realm, you become the Infinity Ape.
Infinite Ape.
The Infinape, yes.
Infinite.
And the Infinity Priestess suddenly loses her title.
Wow.
All right. We go to the Enforcers, who are going to move out into the realm, looking around themselves like, what the hell is going on here? What is happening? Why am I so cold? And as they move around the area, they see you around the corner, and they point to you, and more so to the greatsword. And they say, "Mortal, that is an immortal weapon that does not belong on this realm. Release
No.
it into my custody."
No, it's mine. I worked so hard for this. You can't take it away from me.
And the Enforcers immediately begin grinding their gears in your direction as they attempt to take it from you.
No!
Dungeon Master,
Yes?
may I interject with words? Words alone.
I don't think so, no, because you're a monkey down below. You're so
Fair
far
enough.
away. You're so far away. Let's be honest. You're not talking anymore. You're destroying a ceiling. All right, I think
Got it.
that's fair.
Okay, fair enough.
The Enforcers will move over to you, and they will strike out to try and steal this weapon from you.
No, it's mine. Come on.
It's my own, my precious.
I just survived. Come on.
I know. First attack is a critical failure. They take their great axe, they throw it past you, and it chink, slams into the stone wall. The next one attacks. Wow, a second critical failure? That's insane.
Oh,
The
let's
second
go.
axe swings across and thunks into the side of the building. And the third one is a 14 as he takes the energy axe and goes to slam it into your body.
He hits.
He does hit. You take 9 slashing damage, and then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
He also takes fire damage.
He does. He absolutely does. Roll for the flame shield. They all also take 15 radiant damage.
Con save is 16. The fire, I think, take 2d6. Oh, he only takes 4.
Not too bad. For the Constitution saving throw, you do succeed, however, and none of the extra lightning from the energy axe flows into your body and damages you any further. Congratulations. We go to the
I am
Infinity
down.
Priestess. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a given.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh.
We go to the. Go ahead.
I forgot to ask. When they passed through the moonbeam, they took damage as well?
They did. I already calculated for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Hands up off the flaming sword. Again.
The Infinity Priestess yells and screams with thaumaturgy, amplifying her voice, Thaco, as she says, "Stop! What are you doing? This is a holy place!"
I know it is. It's mine.
She is going to ready an action for if she sees you again.
Oh.
Actually, no. She's gonna go to the organ behind her at the very back of the cathedral. She cracks her fingers, and as she begins to play from the organ, I need somebody to roll me 1d8.
I almost want to roll it. Can I?
Yes, please.
Yeah, don't count mine. Don't count mine.
Okay, go for it,
Sorry.
Gurak.
8.
Oh
Nice.
God, I still rolled.
Nice! As you
No.
roll the 8, a little snake slithers out from underneath the table
know.
and goes,
I know.
I'm a snake, slithering. And is silent as the grave as its body disintegrates in and out of existence. The worst roll you could have gotten.
I should have let Thanko. I should have let Kyani. Somebody else, not me.
All right. As she plays a note from the organ, the magical device suffuses the realm, the air. All who hear it hear this lovely, enchanting music, this song. I need everyone inside of the cathedral, including Thanko, to roll a charisma saving throw.
Except for
Would
us
my
down.
counter
Yes,
charm work?
we're
The counter charm does not work. Oh, you're right. You're down. Gurak and Kyani. Hold on. Let me just double check real quick. Let me just really quick, because I think you. Oh, hold on. I think you still. I think you still get to do the thing. You know.
How charismatic are unconscious bodies.
Yeah, how charismatic
Hear me
is
out, right?
this?
Right, listen, right? Unconscious. Let me script for you the condition, right? Because you need to
Okay.
understand this. Because I'm right. I'm right. You get to make this saving throw. An unconscious creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. It drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. It automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Doesn't say nothing about charisma. An attack rolls against
Okay.
the creature have advantage. Any attack that is within it is a critical hit. If it's within 5 feet, incapacitated, says that you can't take actions or reactions. Abso-fucking-lutely, you can make a charisma saving throw while you are unconscious and making
Heyo.
death saves.
1.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
no.
bad.
That's really
Personal.
bad.
Personal. I can't re-roll or nothing, so it's personal.
Oh my gosh.
How
No.
bad
Minus 1, so it's a 2.
Okay.
Me and Kyani are like arms in arms. Let's fail together.
We're just like, so not very charismatic, our unconscious bodies.
Thanko, congratulations. You are not banished from the realm. However, Gurak and Kyani, you are banished from the realm.
Let's go. We're no longer in this hellscape. High five.
On the plus side, you have left the realm. On the minus side, the flame tongue greatsword is still on the ground.
No.
Thanko, you, my friend, listen, I know you've got a vendetta to take the building down, but I'm gonna need you to go get the flame tongue greatsword for the team.
Please, for the group. I'm gonna
You
cry
can do
if we
whatever
don't
you
get
want,
it.
but your teammates are gone.
I'm so upset. Our life mission.
Don't worry, I got this.
Infinity Ape, we go to you! Thanko, what are you gonna do?
Hearing the source of the organ coming from inside the cathedral, and having spotted it earlier because I'm a canny droid and I notice things behind me and above me whenever I walk into
Yeah,
buildings, just in
yeah.
case there's a row of archers or something. You know, these sorts of things. Also, I'm a giant monkey. I run over here. I jump off and I try to pull down this section of the cathedral onto the roof right here and onto the organ and through the building, top of the building itself, attempting to collapse more building on top of the lady who's playing bad music that got rid of my friends in my dream.
It is your full movement to get there. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I would like to roll an athletics check to leap through part of my full movement.
Sure, you can
That
do
way I
that.
can still have an action left to try to yank the building.
Go ahead, make the athletics check. You pull down the building, it slams down into the area below, smashing into the organ, destroying the thing. And
32.
she is pissed. Come again?
I think,
you
I think
easily make it.
32. Yeah.
You easily make it.
Okay. And then I land in front of her, and just my feet kind of planting themselves, the building falling around me.
You
I'm
slam
just-
down onto a corpse as she is dead.
And I beat my chest. And then I start rumbling over to using the rest of my move to where the location of that greatsword is.
Unfortunately, your movement, that is all the movement you have, so you have to end your turn here. Sad
Fair.
face. Sad face. We go next to the demons, and the demons are going to move up from where they're at through the building. They're going to ethereally jaunt over to you. And they're going to manifest into your presence where you're at. Hold on, team. I need to do one of these. Need to.
What's happening?
Look, they're really tiny. They're in your leg. All right, they're in your leg. Can you see them? They're here.
Oh, yep.
They're chilling on you. They move into your space. You and them immediately take 5 force damage. They're then going to claw at your mind. And as they claw at your mind, here are their attack rolls. I know your AC is really, really high, so this is fine. 14 to breach, and then a 13 to breach.
Hits.
It does. You take 34 psychic damage as they leech into your mind and stab you there. So that is in total 47 psychic damage. And I also need to ask you, what was your con save against the snow? My giant ape.
Let's see.
Congratulations, you save, which means you only take 25 damage from the snow, which means that you great big old buddy ape, you have 10 hit points left in giant ape form. 10. The demons end their turn. The enforcers take their turn. The enforcers are going to grab the flame tongue greatsword. They are going to move into the healing. Please heal.
I heal a grand total of 12.
You heal them for 36, since there's 3 of them. And then they're going to, seeing that no one else is here, they're gonna probably look for anyone else to police. Or move through the rubble, dashing. And we go back to the Infinity Ape.
I jumped off of the
demons will take
rafters
their
of the
opportunity
cathedral.
attacks.
Fair enough.
They have a 17 and a 22.
That hits.
You take 34 psychic damage as they claw into your body, which means that you revert to Thaco, and you take 27 psychic damage.
I misty step out of the situation entirely and onto the ground in front of the enforcers, or 30 feet away. So somewhere around here. I will use my move action.
Well done.
Thank you. Lots of practice.
Wait, don't go into the snow. Stay in the roof, under the roof.
Please.
Over yonder. I will
Very
move.
well, you do so.
And then I will call out, using my action to call out to the enforcers and all those present using thaumaturgy. All right. Leave the greatsword. You can all go. You're in my demi-plane right now. You're all invited to leave. You're not welcome here.
Are you making an intimidation check?
I mean, if I am the master of this plane, I mean, it's kind of a logical argument to make that I can tell them that they are welcome to leave. So
Absolutely true.
I'm going to use, I think I have 1 inspiration left.
Yes, you
Just
do.
to give myself advantage, and also call upon whatever chaotic spirits are guiding me today to guide me once again,
By all means.
and I will attempt to persuade everyone to leave.
I believe that is a 9, the highest one.
I'm sorry?
9 and 3.
What's that?
I see a 9 and a 3.
A 9 and a 3?
A 9. Yep. As your rolls.
I don't have any rolls.
Oh, you didn't roll yet?
No. No, I didn't roll yet.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
You're
So
really
I'm
adding
looking at
on
other
the stress.
screens.
So I'm using my inspiration, but that's already a nat 19. Let's see if I can make it a little better, guys.
Nah, 20. Nah, 20.
Yeah, I don't care. I said I was using it.
You
Okay,
did.
so plus 2, so 27 total to just
Great.
convince them to drop the sword and, you know, talking to both the demons and the enforcer and whoever else is here, like, hey guys, it's been a really great party, but I'm going to bed. I think it's time you all need to go home.
With a 27, all of the creatures immediately feel the realm shudder and shake as it falls apart around them, and they are suddenly popping completely out of existence. The flame-tongued greatsword falls to the ground, and as the master of the realm, you command what happens here, and
Yes.
they're gone.
I walk over to it, and I pick it up, and I hold it against the blizzard, and I command the blizzard to stop.
You do so, and the blizzard ceases. All the white hot flakes cease to swirl around the remnants of the shattered, ruined, destroyed cathedral. At its core, the only surviving soul remaining, Thako the Autognome, the Infinity Ape. And that is where we will end this session of D&D today. Thank you for coming, my friends. Thank you for participating in our Christmas of Chaos. I can't wait to see how you've done as I rank things up onto the leaderboard. Stay
Oh my
tuned.
God.
We'll reveal a whole lot of stuff in the new year.